entering the real Spillwit Mills.
Are you ready?
Show me the money.
Let's go.
Push a button. Come on, push a button.
You heard her. Likes are free. Push the like button.
Push a goddamn button.
Like that. I'm living like that. I made it like that. I'm doing it like that. I'm living like that. Yeah.
Doctor?
I never brag, how real I keep it, cause it's the best secret. I rock a vest, prestigious, Cuban link, flooded Jesus. Intellects, watching Kathy Lee and Regis. My actions are one with the seasons. A text freezing, executioner. Winter time I rock a fuck, mega popular, center of attraction. Like that, I'm doing it like that, I'm living like that. I made it like that, I'm doing it like that, I'm living like that. Yeah.
Doctor?
I never brag, how real I keep it. I'm doing it like that, I'm living like that. I made it like that, I'm doing it like that, I'm living like that.
Rewind selector, come down, rewind selector,
Like that, I'm living like that. Yeah.
Doctor?
I never brag, how real I keep it, cause it's the best secret. I rock a vest, prestigious, Cuban link, flooded Jesus. Intellects, watching Kathy Lee and Regis. My actions are one with the seasons. I'm doing it like that, I'm living like that.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I made it like that, I'm doing it like that, I'm living like that. Yeah.
Doctor?
I never brag, how real I keep it, cause it's the best secret. I rock a vest, prestigious, Cuban link, flooded Jesus. Intellects, watching Kathy Lee and Regis. My actions are one with the seasons. A text freezing, executioner. Winter time I rock a fuck, mega popular, center of attraction, climaxing. My bitches they be laughing. They have a sipping coke off for 20 cent. Andrew Jackson, city lights spark a New York night. Rossi and Martini sipping, Sergio Tacchini flipping. Man, five low price, I blow dice and throw them. 45 by my scrotum. Man, I'm
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Doctor?
I never brag, how real I keep it, cause it's the best secret. I rock a vest, prestigious, Cuban link, flooded Jesus. Intellects, watching Kathy Lee and Regis. My actions are one with the seasons.
Rewind selector, come down, rewind selector,
I'm doing it like that, I'm living like that. You whack and see, I made it like that. I'm doing it like that, I'm living like that.
I got money. I got money. I got money.
Yo, what's good? What's the deal, everybody? How y'all doing? Welcome back. It's good to see y'all. Yo, it's your man's Izzy BANDZ, aka Israel Mills. You know the deal. This is the Real Spill with Mills show. Let's go. Let's get it. Hey, man, y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all chose to be here with me. And I greatly appreciate each and every one of y'all for that. I don't know what the heck. Hold up. No drink. A lot going on. What the? I don't know what's happening. Let me get my situation together. Hold on real quick. Let me get my situation together. Yo, and you go out the studio for a minute and all hell break loose. Hold on. How my sign was all down and everything. Let me make sure. Turn my sign on. Gotta have my sign on. You know what I'm saying? The $ Israel Mills. It's changing colors. People might think it's the rainbow. My sign is changing colors. People might think it's the rainbow. Hold on. Let me fix some. People might think it's the rainbow. Hold on. Let me. You know what I'm saying? Gotta change that color. Can't make people think it's the rainbow, yo. Can't make people think it's the rainbow. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So we got blue today. Is this acceptable to the brotherhood? We got on blue today. We got on the blue low. You know what I'm saying? We got the blue low. The sign is blue. That's okay? That's all right with you? That's okay is with you? Yo, what's going on, everybody? Hey, my man Scrap Skrilla, the Rilla, member of the Israelite Nation. Shout out to Scrap Skrilla, the Rilla. Salute.
Thanks, man.
Yes, sir.
It don't matter what the situation. I'm just trying to climb any obstacle a nigga facing. See it through in due time. It's a marathon, you gotta pace it. You can't press rewind, you get left behind. Just grind and the rest be fine. No matter what the situation, I'm just trying to climb any obstacle a nigga facing. See it through in due time. It's a marathon, you gotta pace it.
Yo, thanks very much, Scrap Skrilla, the Rilla, newest member of the Israelite Nation, man. We appreciate you. Shout out to you. Membership has its privileges. Yo, happy birthday to everybody whose birthday it is today. My man, I.B. Wody. Happy birthday, family, man. I wish that you would have reminded me, gave me a heads up, man. I like to celebrate my people. Definitely, you are one of the Israelite Nation's members. We appreciate you, bro. Happy birthday. I pray that you have a wonderful birthday, man. And I pray you many more, man. Salute. My man DJ Wish Doctor's in the building. What's up, DJ Wish Doctor? He the one that made that mix in the beginning. Salute to DJ Wish Doctor, man. I'm gonna have to get with you, DJ Wish Doctor, get some more classics. Hey, what's up? My man Raj Will's in the building. We back. Classy Creole's in here. Hey, Classy Creole, how you doing, lady? What's the deal? Yo, let me make sure I get everybody. My man I.B. Wody, happy birthday, family. Emperor Kojak 3 and 3 the Great is in the building. Yo, what's up? Pack 925? What's the deal? Hey, Amanaz, this is going to be good. Might have to leave work if there's a panel. Yeah, we're gonna probably open up the panel. We need some support though. Come on, y'all. Dope discussions deserve dope donations. I don't know what's going on lately with the support, but come on, family. Like, yo, I do this for y'all, man. Yo, your man put a lot of money, a lot of effort, a lot of energy into the show. You know what I'm saying? To try to give y'all the dopest show possible. I need y'all to show some love and support. Let's do good business. Let's do good business, man.
Let's do good business. Make the Cash App ring during the stream. $ Israel Mills. $ Israel Mills.
This show is brought to you by you, for you, with you. So I need y'all support, man. Let's do good business. And support the show, support the movement. All right. So we can open up a panel and we can chop it up. Definitely going to be a dope conversation. And y'all already know. Hey, man, you already know, family. I wish you would have given me a little bit more notice, and I definitely would have went out for you. You already know that. But shout out to my man, iZZY Woody. I'm going to shout you out on the community tab. I appreciate you, family. Shout out to Bucket88. What's up, Bucket88? What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal, family? How you doing? So, shout out to Apple and Jade coming through for great content. Thank you so much, Apple and Jade. I really, really appreciate you. Ramadan Mubarak, Apple and Jade. Salute, salute, salute. And celebration to Apple and Jade.
Hope you don't mind if I say this out loud. How wonderful life is, 'cause you're in the world.
Can't stop this money marathon, but they gon' try regardless. Can't stop this money marathon, but they gon' try regardless. Can't stop this money marathon, but they gon' try regardless. Try regardless.
I appreciate you, Apple J. Appreciate you.
I'd like to welcome y'all.
Yo, I want to say a couple of things. It's very, very interesting to me that people would get on certain people about people would get on certain people about how they talk on the panel, but they pay to open up the panel multiple times. But people would complain and be upset and talk about but they paid to open up the panel multiple times this week. Pretty much the only one that did, right? And we've had our supporters, and I appreciate each and every person who supported the show, who did good business with us. And it's usually the same people over and over again. And I really, really appreciate y'all, man, more than y'all ever know. And I try to show it as much as I can. And I really appreciate everybody that shows love to the show. And listen, it's not always about money, because there's people that may not be in a position to give the money, but they're here. They're showing love in the chat. They're doing moderation. They're doing all these things. So I don't take anything for granted. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. So y'all know I'm not talking to you. If you don't have it, or you're not in a position, but you do so many other things to support this show, understand that I love you and I appreciate it. And I appreciate everything that you do to support the show and big up the show. Thank you. All right. So I'm not talking to y'all. Okay. The people that give on a regular basis, I'm not talking to y'all. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to my man KP for KC5. Thank you, man, for the polo tax. I appreciate you, brother. Salute, 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 KP. Appreciate you. At the same time, it's just amazing to me. Like my brother Prince Castro say, people stay being pessimistic about your shit. Right? They stay having an opinion. They stay having some negative things to say about people who's giving, about people who's supporting, about people who's showing love. But yet it's still, if you have a problem with them and them paying to come up and then coming up and saying that, then you should be the one to replace that money. If you have such a problem with them coming up, such a problem with them being here, such a problem with them saying whatever they have to say, then you should be the one to take up that slack and support, because that's your inner voice speaking to you and saying, yo, you should be the one supporting. But if someone's supporting and you can't, or you're not, then you shouldn't be speaking up against them. You definitely should not. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. I'll be 100 with you. I'll be honest with you. Thank you, my man KP. I appreciate you, family. Salute, salute, salute. Hey, Queen Brielle, how you doing? Queen Brielle's in the building. Yes, sir. Everybody say happy birthday to my man iZZY Woody in the chat. Shout out to, I wish iZZY Woody would have said something sooner, man. That's my guy. Definitely appreciate him. I wish he would have reminded me. He might have mentioned it. I don't know, but I wish he would have reminded me, because man. Maybe I might have to do something tomorrow for him. You know what I'm saying? I could plan for it. But a shout out to my man iZZY Woody, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Stan Mansa, man, for the $5. Shout out to my man, Stan Mansa, and my man, KP. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Let's go.
Make money, make money. When shit hit the fan, we'll take money.
Thanks, man.
Look at my man. Yo, man, thank you so much, family. How you gonna give me money on your birthday, man? Yo, man, you a dope dude, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. My man, iZZY Woody, sponsor of the show, blessing the show on his birthday, man. Salute, salute, salute. I'll be one to celebrate you, man. I'll be one to celebrate y'all, man. But shout out to you, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, bro, for sure, man. Salute.
It don't matter what the situation. I'm just just tryna climb any obstacle a nigga facing. See it through in due time. It's a marathon, you gotta pace it. You can't press rewind, you get left behind. Just grind and the rest be fine, 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 fine.
Thanks, man.
Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. We get money out here, B. No doubt about it. No doubt about it, man. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Without question. Listen, so Candace Owens, right? Most of our introduction to Candace Owens was that hip hop summit that happened. What was that now? Like seven years ago? 8 years ago, something like that. Back in like 2000, what is that? 2017? 2017 is about 7 years ago, right? So most of our introduction was to Candace Owens back at that hip hop summit with T.I., Killer Mike, and a lot of others were there, right? And she had some pretty strong opinions and some pretty interesting things to say. Now, we know that initially she was kind of introduced on the scene by Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, and she is right-leaning and conservative, right? However, I think that she has got a really bad rap and a really bad deal, because what I've noticed is most of the people that have something to say against her are not really well versed or well read in her talking points, right? And she makes some interesting points. She was on the Breakfast Club this morning. Y'all know how they do, so I'm gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, do some yap, so we can hear what she had to say, because I want y'all to definitely listen into what she had to say, because a lot of what we hear and what we hear in the media and what's portrayed is sound bites. Like a good friend of ours said before, I will take your words, I will twist them up and manipulate it, and so that people and turn people against you. That's what the media does at large. The media at large, if they have something against you, if they want to portray you in a certain light, they will take certain sound bites, certain things that you said, twist it up, repackage it, and send it back out so that people will form an opinion against you, and they will try to destroy you in the public forum or the public perception, right? They will try to destroy your public image, basically said, right? And so Candace Owens is no exception. So the question of the day is, have you really listened to Candace Owens before hating her? Have you really listened to what she had to say before you hated her? Did you listen to what she said in its entirety? Did you listen to what she said in its context? Did you really listen to what the sister had to say? Or are you already going by preconceived notions and preconceived ideas? Are you prejudiced to what she's going to say? Are you biased? Are you using belief bias and confirmation bias in order to not like or hate Candace Owens?
Just look at somebody and realize, like, dang, you a hater, huh?
I just want to know. I'm just asking. I'm not saying that you have to agree with her. I'm not saying that she has all the answers. I'm just want to know, did you really listen? Did you really listen? Or did you have your mind made up because of what someone else said and what someone else did? She raises some very interesting points. One of the points which she got, and I can relate to this, and maybe that's why I don't have so much of a problem with her. I can relate to this. There are people who, because of belief bias or confirmation bias, will totally dispel the things that you're saying, and they will pass it off as if you're dumb, if you're an idiot, if you don't know what you're talking about, as if you're just pulling something out of your behind. One of the major things that Candace Owens was saying, even within that hip hop summit back then, and I'm going to get the exact date for you in a minute, because I know how y'all do. But even within that, one of the major points that she was talking about was about what we're living through right now. was immigration. And how the immigration would be the thing that would make Black people, people of color in this country, quote unquote citizens. We don't have to get into all of that, right? I know, my people, I know. But people of color, Negroes, if you will, Negroes, David M., is that good? Negroes in this country, it would make us a permanent underclass. It would hurt us the worst. She predicted that. She said that back then. And that was one of the major talking points, that people had an extreme issue, an extreme problem with her. And she couldn't understand it. She's like, how could you be a person of color and you have an issue with me because of this? Because the writing is on the wall. And people were berating her. People were saying all types of things about her and castigating her name because of the situation, right? What's up, Court 1001? What's going on? My man KB said Black folks have been trained to hate conservatives and hold Democrats like, leg like Van Gundy. Stan Messer said a lot of the problem is that great portion of the people on our community listen with their feelings first, or it's just plain old cognitive dissonance. Shout out to you, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Scrap Skiller said facts. Okay. So we're going to get into this without any further delay. I'm going to press play and see what the young lady had to say on the Breakfast Club. All right. Y'all know how we have to do. So we're going to do it like this. I'm going to put this here. Okay. I'm going to do this real quick. Hold on real quick. I think what I should do is I should put the banner up. Hold on real fast. I'm going to put the banner up. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the banner up. And then that way we could listen to it. The banner will be up. It don't matter. So let's do this. I got you. It don't matter. We ain't going to go through all that. All right. We're not going to go through all that. I changed my mind. It's okay. Things happen. I changed my mind. Okay, so there we go. Now I want y'all to put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear it. Let me give y'all something to look at. You know what I'm saying? Besides my pretty face, you know what I'm saying? Give y'all a little bit of scenery. You know, it's scenery, a little scenery. Nah, we're gonna go in the ocean. We're gonna be in the ocean for a little while. Let's go and chill in the ocean for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I should put this one up. I should put the Joker up because Lord have mercy, y'all make it seem like this girl is the boogeyman. I should put the Joker up. Y'all make it seem like she's the boogeyman, but you know what I'm saying? Easy biz, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Y'all can look at that. Let's get to it. Without any further delay, we're gonna press play and see what the lady Candace had to say. Let's get to it.
You know, I feel like I have just a very regular story. Like I said, I was born in New York, raised in Stanford. There was nothing, particularly that stood out in my childhood that made me think that I was going to go into politics. I feel like I landed into politics kind of accidentally. And I say accidentally because I thought I was a liberal my whole life. I thought I was on the left my whole life and really didn't pay attention to politics in any meaningful way. And then, when Trump was running for office, I didn't want to be elected. All
right, can y'all hear that? Can y'all understand that? I need y'all to put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear that and understand that. Of course, y'all know I had to speed it up a little bit. So that, you know what I mean? Can y'all hear that? Can y'all understand that? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear that. Y'all can understand that. Y'all good. It's too fast. I'm going to slow it down a little bit, but I can't slow it down too much because y'all already know. So fair use. What about this?
It was like this, not because I thought he was a racist or a sexist, but just because I thought it was crazy to go from Obama, who had a certain decorum about him, to suddenly this sort of brash New Yorker. But I thought it was weird when all of a sudden the people that liked Trump, everyone thought he was like this iconic symbol of business. He was in rap songs. Trump was a status, flipped on him in 1 second. I didn't buy the narrative that he was in the media for 3-4 decades. And suddenly you wanted me to believe overnight that he was like Adolf Hitler and a racist.
Yeah.
So I just didn't trust the media's narrative about him. And so I decided to actually listen to what he said. I still didn't vote for him in 2016. But I wanted to just listen to what he actually said. And then when I saw what he was saying versus how it was being reported, I just found it to be extremely dishonest.
So y'all caught that? It sounds fine. Y'all good? People be surprised when Ye makes all these remarks, but he literally has a pretty popular song called black skin. Yeah. All right. Hey yo. Y'all make sure y'all is it good? Still fast, but I can understand it. All right, y'all good? Y'all good? All right, cool. All right, so without any further delay, we're gonna press play and let her rock for a minute, and so y'all can hear the context of what she's saying. Listen closely. The volume should be up pretty good. I think it's up to the max. All right, let's get it.
Started researching more, learning more, and then I got kind of angry, like just with the lies, because I do think Black Americans are intentionally manipulated emotionally by the media, and kind of kept dumb but emotional intentionally by the school system. And I started reading up on like Thomas Sowell, Shelby Steele, a bunch of Black scholars I originally had dismissed as Uncle Toms, and irony now is I get called Uncle Tom all the time. So I got what was coming, but yeah, and then I realized that actually I've always been a conservative. I just didn't know it. And economically speaking, of course, the conservative arguments make the most sense.
Does that bother you that people call you Uncle Tom?
No, not at all. First off, because if they read the book, Uncle Tom was the hero. But also because I get it. How can I fault people for something that I would have engaged in for the majority of my life? I thought the same thing about.
Yo, so how many of y'all knew that? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all knew that. How many of y'all knew that Uncle Tom was the hero of the story? People talk about Uncle Tom as if Uncle Tom was a bad thing. But how many of y'all knew that Uncle Tom was actually the hero of that story? Uncle Tom was actually the one who was for the people. Y'all knew that? All right. TGG in the chat is in the building. She ain't talking too fast. Y'all just listen this slow. Jay-Z and Ye did Black Republicans on that watch. Yes, they did. Hey, that's why I don't use that phrase. Shout out to y'all, man. But see, that's how crazy that propaganda and media is. They will make you believe that something that is for you or in your best interest, or they will turn your heroes and make them into villains. They will turn your heroes and make them into villains. They will twist your perception and your perspective to make you hate yourself and make you hate what you got going on. Hey, y'all support the show, man. Listen, dope discussions deserve dope donations. Make sure y'all hit the Cash App and support the show. I can't say like Karma Prime, not necessarily like Karma Prime, because there's too many different ways. So the thing about karma is there's too many different other things that speak about it. Let me give you an example. One practice might call it karma. Another practice might call it the law of correspondence. Another life laws would call it reciprocity. Isaac Newton said for every action there's an equal opposite and reaction. So there's two. The Bible calls it sowing and reaping. There's too many different things that describe that same thing as karma for me to argue it. That's what the thing about karma is. All right. Not necessarily. I understand what you're saying. Karma doesn't always involve the prior life or the afterlife. When there's many components of karma. So yes, I could agree that some people might believe in an afterlife or multiple lives being reincarnated or whatever the case may be. But however, karma could refer to you reaping what you sow here right now. So there's different levels of karma or different ideologies of karma as well. So that's why we can't just dismiss it altogether. You see what I'm saying? Just like people use weapons for safety and to protect themselves, but then some other people use weapons in order to take people's goods and services. Does that mean that the weapons themselves are bad? No. It means how the yielder uses it is what makes it so. Okay, so that's the same thing with words. Some of these words and things like that, they have multiple meanings, they have multiple applications, they have multiple things that go on. Okay, let's get shout out to my man James Moore. He said he want to learn today. So prayerfully we can help you learn today, brother. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. Prayerfully God will speak through us today and allow the people to get what they need, how they need it, where they need it at, and hear it each according to their need. Let's go.
Make money, make money. When shit hit the fan, we'll take money.
Thanks, man.
I appreciate you. So let's get it. All right.
Black conservatives. I thought it was this betrayal, but I never actually understood it. It was just an emotional response. And I think that kind of is, if you come out of the public school system, I can't imagine how you could be a Black conservative when just the way that they even tell us our own history is just not true, you know?
Do you think that that's true with most people though? Like, you know, like when you think of a Trump or just anybody, you're fine with them, but then you learn like their politics. You learn what they believe spiritually, and then you're like, you're turned off from it.
Yeah, and I don't even think it's necessarily the politics. I really do think the media plays the biggest part in it because Trump, as far as I know, Trump's been, maybe he used to be a Democrat, but he's been a Republican and a conservative for a long time. I mean, we know he had to have been a conservative in terms of economics. You know, he's wealthy, so you'd be hard pressed to find someone that's wealthy and, you know, advocating for Marxist beliefs. But yeah, I just feel like it's more about the media wants power. The media has a vested interest in things politically, and they like to make us think that we're having this open conversation and we're learning the truth about people. But these are just hatchet, smear jobs, libeling people, and I think deluding a ton of people to turn against their own best interests.
So were you more anti-media as opposed to being pro-Trump?
Well, no, I actually, once I actually heard what he had to say, I was like, that's a pretty solid pitch. I mean, it was his Dimondale, Michigan speech, particularly. He got up there and he just started listing all of the statistics in Black America in terms of poverty. I mean, these were just real statistics he was talking about. And his pitch was basically like, you've been giving your vote to Democrats for 60 years. Why don't you just try something different? You know? I think that's a pretty good elevator pitch. Like, hey, you've been doing the same thing for a long time. I'm not saying I'm amazing, but why don't we try something different and see if it gets better for you? And then suddenly I like flipped over to CNN and it was Don Lemon's like crying. You know, I think it was maybe being, but it was just, they were so dramatic and they were lying about what he said. They're like, he looked you in the face and told you you were poor. Like, I'm like, that's not what he did at all. So I just got interested. I'm a very curious, interested person. If I get interested in something, I will just take it all the way, read books. I'm like, why are they doing this? Like, why are all the media companies that I believed my whole life just lying about it? Just say what he actually said and let Black Americans decide for themselves if that's a good enough pitch. They may have said no. I thought it was interesting, but the lying is something that I think is outrageous. It's gotten out of control.
I think it's worse now. I think it's worse now because not only do you have people who will just create the headlines based off what they feel you said as opposed to what you said. You have people that just straight up manipulate your audio, manipulate your video, just to push a narrative.
One of the wildest things, the craziest things that people say about me all the time, it drives me crazy because it's literally made up. They're like, Candace said racism doesn't exist. If you go find that headline of Candace says racism doesn't exist, they didn't put it in quotation marks because I never said it. They were like, Candace said racism doesn't exist because she's quote unquote never been a slave. The words never been a slave came out of my mouth, but I never said racism doesn't exist. And it was in the context of an entire speech. The media knew that Black people were not going to go watch the speech or try to find the original speech. They were just going to read the headline and react and be like, oh my God, Candace Owens said racism doesn't exist. Like, how could she say this? She's a hypocrite. She's a liar. This happened to her in her childhood.
Yeah, you sued your high school for racism.
Yeah, well, no, it's actually not that's not what happened. I didn't sue my high school for racism.
But
but
protecting you during that time, I said, right? Was it for not protecting you? They said,
did you deal with the media does?
Yep,
yeah,
absolutely.
no, it's fine. I mean, I get it because it's something that I've talked about at length. But you know, essentially, I had the situation happen to me in high school where someone that I was actually best friends with left me horrific voicemails. They were racist voicemails. There's no other way to slice it.
They called you a nigga because you didn't want to date him?
No, you know, he actually, I think he was gay, to be honest. It was nothing about dating. I think this was kind of a circumstance of like, I had my first beer. I'll be honest, I got a boyfriend and I just stopped hanging out with my friends. Very typical high school, stupid stuff. And this gay guy that I was friends with was like outraged by it. And one night he was out drinking with kids that were way younger than him that I never met, and they left me horrific voicemails. I mean, like bringing in like Rosa Parks. There were tons of threats. They were just like, it was, yeah, like it was, there was no way to slice it, but they were extremely racist. And it was terrifying too, because I didn't know who the phone calls were coming from. Long story short, one of the kids in the car happened to be the governor of Connecticut's son. So it became this sort of overnight political story. And while it was going on and there were like news cameras in front of the school, I left school and just homeschooled for, I think it was about 6 to 8 weeks. And basically we got reimbursed for the time that I was homeschooling. That's what happened. But yeah, so when people retell that story now, it's like she sued her school for racism and the NAACP helped her. And I'm like, no, the NAACP did not help me. They used my face and my name to fundraise for the NAACP, which is actually the reason why I don't like the NAACP. It's like a very valid reason because I was a little girl, you know, I was 16, 17 years old, and it was a really hard situation to go through as a child. You know, I'm not like I am now, 34 years old and married with that support system. It was kind of fame you don't want, you know?
Yo, so she makes some pretty interesting points, right? So some of her points are as follows. She's saying that, hey, she's alleging that number one, as far as Donald Trump and the things that he said, people have taken his points out of context and have taken his points out of context and have actually lied on him and made it seem like he said one thing when he didn't actually say that, right? And so her thing was that made her want to understand what he actually did say, right? If you're taking this man's words out of context and you're making it seem like he said something that he didn't say, why would you do that, right? So that's a reasonable thing. Someone said, well, why would you take someone's words that they said, twist them up and make it seem like they said something that they didn't say? What would be the purpose for that? Right? What would be the purpose? So that made her curious. And as she started watching him and listening to him, she discovered that he said a lot of things that she might have agreed with. She said at first she was a liberal and she had a liberal standpoint, liberal point of view. Right? But then she changed her standpoint and her point of view. All right. Let me see what y'all had to say, and we're going to get back to it in a minute. If we get 6 more contributors, at least $10 a piece, 6 more contributors, at least $10 a piece, we will open up the panel. Shout out to my man Jay Stevens in the building. What's up, fam? How you doing, man? TGG in the chat said Candace is cool and makes logical sense, but I don't know if she's a plant, to be honest. Okay. Candace has been portrayed as someone who follows the money, maybe wrongfully. Yeah, perhaps we could talk about it. That Stan Manson said that's because ninjas don't read or invest enough time in learning their own history. They'd rather take the word of a revisionist version of it. Bars. We just make things to mean that what we want. Exactly. A lot of times that we do. I could agree with that. My man Prime. All right. Dope discussions deserve dope donations. Y'all make sure y'all hit the Cash App or the Super Chat, man. Show some love to the show. Let's do good business. If we get 6 more contributors, at least $10 a piece, we will open up the panel and chop it up. All right. So y'all, let's get that in soon so that we can get this started. All right. I appreciate y'all. Let's go. Let's get it.
But I'm actually very grateful that it happened to me because it allowed me to really consider what the media was. Even though I was still liberal, I knew what the media was. I knew the media was all about selling a headline. I knew then I got an early lesson in the NAACP. I think organizations that never want racism to go away, because how are they going to fundraise? Like if you're a CEO of the NAACP and you're earning X amount of dollars, you got to keep the racism narrative going on or you're going to work yourself out of business. So the stuff that I talk about is always based on my experiences, you know, and yeah, so it's just crazy to see how it gets manipulated in the press.
Now, you said something earlier. You said that you wanted to listen to what Trump had to say. In 2016, you still didn't vote for him. So looking at the country now, right? Of course, there's Trump, there's Biden. Who do you think is better for our community?
Obviously, well, first and foremost, just for everybody, you should have a president that's, you know, not mentally deteriorating like Biden is. I mean, he's in full mental deterioration. It's crazy to pretend anything else that's happening right now. It's scary first and foremost because we have real enemies out there, and you have a person that can't lead. You know, he can't remember what he ate for breakfast. He's saying things. I mean, the amount of times that he keeps talking about his dead son as if he's alive, it's very alarming. And I don't say that with any ill will in my heart either, because he's showing signs of when my grandfather, who passed a couple of years ago, started, you know, his mind started diminishing and you start to see those early signs of dementia, the way he walks, his gait, the way that he's falling, that this is crazy. Everyone should be outraged, whether you're on the left or the right. But in terms of the better candidate for Black Americans, I asked people the question, how were you living under Trump? The person that they told you was going to put us back into chains and we were all going to be slaves again. How was the economy under Trump? And how are you doing today? And every time you ask that question, everyone knows that they were living better under Trump because he was deregulating the environment, and people were just living better under Trump. And he is, in my opinion, a better president because at least he's telling you the truth and he's telling you what he actually thinks. You know, one of the things that I hated the most about him when he first came on the escalator, I was like, oh, he's way too brash. You know, Obama sounds way more polite. But I asked the question, do you want to be politely lied to or have somebody that's at least telling you what they think about you in no uncertain terms? So, you know, I like Trump for a ton of reasons. And for me, it was always about the economic arguments. I knew that.
Yo. So do you want to be politely lied to or someone brashly tell you the truth that has your best interest? See, this. Yo, shout out to her, man. Shout out to her. Yo, that's a bar and a half right there. That's bars. Yo, this is the thing I've been saying for a minute. Bars. This is the thing I've been saying for a minute, right? Yo, I'm the type of person that I would rather someone talk crazy to me, tell me the truth, and have my best interest at heart, or it be something that could benefit me, than for someone to lie to me, gas me up, and then it be something that's a detriment to me. I would rather that all day, every day, right? I would rather someone say something to me that's a little harsh, a little brash, but it benefit me. It's of my best interest. It's for my greatest good. Than for them to tell sweet little lies to me that's going to harm me and be detrimental to me in my life. And see, I think that's the problem with us as Black folks. We don't like the truth. A lot of Black folks don't like the truth. A lot of Black folks want to be lied to. We want what sounds good, what feels good at the moment, instead of what is good for us. And that is very, very detrimental to us as a people. Shout out to my people, James Moore, $10. I don't like her. I want to hear someone change my mind. Yo, shout out to you. It's what's up. Hey, listen, you're entitled to that, but we're gonna keep letting her rock. And maybe you'll hear something. We are going to open up the panel. We just need 5 more people, at least $10 a piece. 5 more people, at least $10 a piece, and we'll bring y'all up. Almanaz wants to get in here. She don't hardly come up. Let's get some more contributors so we can get this panel popping and we can talk about this today, because I'm sure we're going to have some dope opinions. and some dope facts being brought out. So shout out to you, James Moore. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
I got money. Thanks, man.
I appreciate you, man. Tell me the truth. We want candy. We need medicine. Bars. Bars, bars, bars. We want candy, but we need medicine. That's a bar and a half. iZZY BANDZ been on these Alabama mountains for the last few days in the truck, but getting home a lot earlier than the South Carolina route. Shout out to you, man. Be safe. Be safe out there on the road. Jake Stevens, man, our prayers are with you. Shout out to you. Be safe on those mountains and in those roads. Shout out to you, brother. Salute. All right. Yo, thank you very much. Yo, we just need 5 more people, at least $10 a piece, and we will open up the panel. So make sure y'all do good business. Make sure y'all hit that Cash App or that Super Chat. You know what I'm saying? And we will open up the panel and chop it up. Okay. I appreciate you, Jay Stevens. Thank you, brother. All right. Listen. So in the meantime, between time, we're going to let Candace rock and we're going to hear what she has to say. We're going to try to change. Well, I mean, you know, listen, James Moore, at the end of the day, man, you're entitled to believe or to see it how you want to. I want to make that clear. I'm not here to really change people's mind. I do like giving multiple perspectives, okay? So you may, at the end of this, you still may not like her. I don't know. I would love for you to come up on a panel and tell me why you don't like her, though. That'd be great. You know what I'm saying? Even if y'all don't like her, I would love for y'all to come up on a panel and tell me why. Shout out to my man, Jay Stevens. Thank you. Only 3 more left. Now, fam, shout out to you, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. James Moore said, it's hard to accept the truth from a liar. Okay. Wow. What makes you feel like she's a liar? He said, I'm froze. Yo, what makes you feel like she's a liar? I'm curious as to that. What makes you feel like she's a liar, fam? What makes you feel like she's a liar? I'm so curious about that. Me too. I want to hear why. Shout out to my man Jay Stevens. Thank you very much. Yo, we just need 4 more people, at least $10 a piece, and we will open up the panel. Shout out to James Moore. I mean, my man Jay Stevens. Thank you so much. And shout out to James Moore as well. Salute.
It don't matter what the situation. I'm just trying to climb any obstacle a nigga facing. See it through in due time. It's a marathon, you gotta pace it. You can't press rewind, you get left behind. Just grind and the rest be fine, 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 fine.
Thanks, man.
All right, let's get to it. Let's get to it.
That he was going to be a better candidate for Black Americans because of that, especially, you know, Build the Wall sounded so wild, right? Back in 2016, it sounded wild. It sounded xenophobic. And I was saying, if these illegals get into the inner city communities, the first people that are going to be harmed are going to be Black Americans.
People actually were mad at you, right? When you got into the conversation with T.I. at the Revolt Music Conference, right? And you were saying that, and people didn't understand it, but it seems like people are understanding what you were trying to say back then.
Yeah, and I'm so happy to have those moments because, like, I think T.I. is a trash person. You know, I'll say that 1,000 times over because, first and foremost, I had spoken to T.I. prior to that event. Like, T.I. was the only person on stage I actually knew. And for the same reasons I met you, Kanye had put us in touch, we had talked, and I know that T.I. thinks more conservatively. So he was literally putting on a show. And so it just makes me wonder, especially with all the stuff that, like, came out in the Diddy lawsuit, like, who's controlling T.I.? Because that was wild. He was literally putting on a show like he didn't know me on stage. Like, he was surprised I was saying the stuff. He was way more level-headed and rational when we were on the phone. And I still look back on the moment, I'm like, what was he doing? It was like a circus act up there. And he was doing something that I thought was harmful because we were actually having a great discussion. And yet he created a little moment, and that was all the media ran with. Despite the fact we were on that stage for hours, they ran with that moment. And I was really upset about it. But you're right. I was talking a lot about legal immigration and saying something that we need to pay attention to because eventually the Black vote's not going to matter. Something that they worked so hard for is not going to matter. They get enough illegals in. What are we at? 10 million under Biden? And they're doing it intentionally. Like, it's going to be the same thing that they did to Black Americans in the 60s. What Lyndon Baines Johnson did when he established welfareism and the Great Society Act. They want to get these people in, offer them handouts, and turn them into economic slaves that will continue to vote for Democrats because they're getting free handouts. And it's incredibly racist, first and foremost. But because Black Americans are still, a lot of Black Americans, I should say, are still living under this deception that Lyndon Baines Johnson was a good president, even though he wasn't a avowed racist. I mean, he hated Black people. I mean, one of the so many times, I mean, hard R referring to us as the N-word. I'll have those N-word voting Democrat for the next 200 years. And this man is being hailed as a hero because he had to sign the Civil Rights Act, essentially with a figurative gun to his head because the country was on fire. You know, JFK had just died, and there were riots in the streets protesting because of racism, and he did not want to sign it, but he did. And with the other hand, he signed the Great Society Act and incentivized welfareism and, you know, programs to incentivize not marrying Black men. You know, to think that we had government agents not
Wow, she's breaking it down. So, James, what we asked was, what do you feel like Candace Owens is lying about? What do you feel like Candace Owens is lying about? Yo, y'all, in the meantime, between time, we just need 4 more contributors, at least $10 a piece. 4 more contributors, at least $10 a piece, and we will open up this panel. 4 more contributors, at least $10 a piece, and we will open up the panel. You can tell me whether you like Candace Owens, whether you don't like Candace Owens, why, whether you agree with her, where you agree with her at, what don't you agree with her at. Open up, let's open up this panel. Let's have a dope discussion. Make sure y'all hit the Cash App, $Israel Mills, $Israel Mills. Okay, let's get into this. All right. So my man James J. Jermaine said, even though I have my doubts about Candace, but she has solid points you can't argue against. She definitely does have some solid points. Shout out to TGG in the chat. Yo, I want to watch this full interview. She is spot on 101. I'm gonna tell y'all where it's at after I get finished. But in the meantime, between time, we're gonna listen to it and we're gonna chop it up. Plain Jane Barry said, who doesn't like Candace? Oh, is it because she's married a Caucasian Englishman? Their love story is unique. I don't care nothing about that. I don't want to know about it, and I don't care about it. Where was the lie? KP said, no, I'm saying 45 is a liar. Oh, but I say she flip-flop. Okay, he's saying that 45 is a lie. Shout out to my man Jay Jermaine coming through. Shout out to my man Jay Jermaine coming through. Thank you very, very much, Jay Jermaine. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. Just 3 more people, at least $10 a piece. Just 3 more people, at least $10 a piece, and we will open up the panel. Just 3 more people, at least $10 a piece, and we will open up the panel. Shout out to my guy, Jay Jermaine, coming through, showing love and support. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. Salute.
It don't matter what the situation, I'm just trying to climb any obstacle a nigga facing. See it through in due time. It's a marathon, you gotta pace it. You can't press rewind, you get left behind. Just grind and the rest be fine.
I'd like to welcome y'all.
So James Moore, I'm curious. Salute my man. Put my man Jay Jermaine emojis in the chat. Always coming through, always showing love. That's why my man's got an emoji. I appreciate you. Salute to you, family. Salute. I appreciate you, man. One of my biggest supporters, and I greatly appreciate you, man. Salute. Hey, so always doing good business with us. Make sure y'all do good business, man. Do good business. Hit that Cash App. Let's go. So I want to know, why do you think that, what did 45 lie about, bro? What did 45 lie about, bro? My man James Moore, in your opinion. I'm not saying that he didn't lie or that he did lie. I'm just curious as to the lies that you think that he told, or the lies that you see that he told, and how it adversely affected Black people. Okay, what did 45 say that was a lie that negatively affected Black people? Okay, because now I'll be the first to admit, 45 has said a lot of brash things. He said a lot of brash things, a lot of things that was controversial, a lot of things that hurt people's feelings, a lot of things that I didn't like personally. I was like, yo, wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute. Is this the Donald Trump that was on the videos? Is this the Donald Trump that all the rappers was talking about? Is this the Donald Trump that everybody was rocking with? What the hell is going on here? He said some things that me, myself, was like, huh? What type is this? Is he trying to race bait? Is he trying to get us up out of here? I've asked that question multiple times myself. I'm not gonna lie to you, especially with that Charleston situation. West Virginia, especially with some of the other things, July 6th and some of the other things that's happened. It's questions. Listen, if you're a person that thinks and asks questions, you're going to ask questions, especially with him being in pictures allegedly with David Duke or wishing him whatever he did. So, hey, listen, I had some questions, right? At the same time, when I looked at a lot of Donald Trump's policies, the things that was put in implementation while he was president, most of it, if not a lot of it, directly, positively impacted Black people, Negroes, people that look like me. It positively affected us. A lot of his policies, a lot of things he put in play, a lot of things he put in place. I'm not saying he a hero. I'm not saying that he's the savior or the Messiah. I am saying that if you look at the policies that was put in place while he was in office, most of those policies were good for us. Okay, now, conversely, he only spent one term in office. It's interesting. President Obama, conversely, spent 2 terms in office. If you look at most of those policies and most of those things that were put in place, most of them had absolutely nothing to do with us. Most of them helped the LGBTQ, the alphabet community, and most of them helped Latinos. Most of the policies, most of the things that was implemented and put in place did not positively affect Black people. And one thing for sure, 2 things for certain, no, he ain't let a bunch of immigrants come in here. He didn't let a bunch of quote unquote migrant workers come and try to take stuff over. He didn't let that happen. We didn't go to war. We wasn't at no war. Oh, I'm gonna give you something, James Moore. I got you. And see, it's interesting, right, James Moore, before I give you these examples, it's interesting that people want to make it seem like, oh, in his one term, oh, that was because of Obama. That was because of Obama. But why couldn't Obama get that stuff passed while he was in legislation? If it was because of Obama and he had this stuff going on, how come he didn't get it passed during his 2 terms, but Trump got it done during his 1 term? I don't understand. Help me understand. Help me understand. Help me understand, family. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yo, we just need 3 more people. We just need 3 more people, at least $10 a piece, and we will open up the panel. Y'all can challenge us. Y'all can say what y'all have to say, as long as there's no trigger words or no doxing, and we can talk about it. You know what I'm saying? We can talk about this Candace Owens thing. We can talk about 45. We can talk about it, as long as y'all don't say no crazy stuff, all right? Let's get to it. All right? All right, so my man James Moore said, give you some examples. So let me give you some examples. James Moore, one of the things, okay, I'm gonna give you 2 examples. I don't know if you realize this, but during the Trump administration, people who was getting large, exorbitant number of years for weed, they were let out of jail. People who was given large, exorbitant amount of times for weed was let out of jail. Beside that, brothers who were given, see, you got to understand, our current president right now is the architect, along with some others that were in office, of the 94 crime bill when it called Black men super predators. Okay? He is the architect, our current president. The dude, I'm going to get into that in a second, but anyway, the architect, okay, of the 94 crime bill. Now, what does 45 do? 45 is releasing brothers from jail, releasing brothers from prison for things that were nonviolent, they weren't even supposed to be spending that much time in prison for. Releasing them, getting them released. Beside that, gave more money to the HBCUs than any other president in the history of the office. More money to the HBCUs. What did he do? Did he bail out the big companies and corporations? No. He gave the money to the people and was fighting to give the money to the people rather than to the big corporations and companies. He understood by stimulating the economy and giving the money to the people are going to spend the money with the corporations anyway, which is common sense. I've been saying that all along, to be honest with you, and I'm not no economist. I'm not no accountant or no grand number cruncher, but I've been saying that the whole time. It makes sense to give the money to the people, because if you give the money to the people are going to spend the money. It's going to raise the economy anyway. Like, why would you bail out the companies? Bail out the people. Give the people the money. So those are some of the examples, brother. Grab her in by the was up there with George W. dodging the shoe. And Obama saying you're not the next Lil Wayne. He said because of racism. Obama was the top deporter, aka deporter in chief. Obama ain't give ninjas nothing but cheap phones and false promises. Hope dealer, dope dealer, same thing. Oh Lord. Obama didn't do shit for Negroes. That's a bar. Yo, they would pass his stuff. Come on, family. James Moore. Listen. Yo, I would love for my brother James Moore to come up here. You know, I got a lot of love for that brother, and we can converse. Y'all, we just need 3 more people, at least $10 a piece, and we will open up this panel. Come on, y'all, support the show. Let's do good business, because I know a lot of y'all have some passionate arguments, and I want to hear them. Let's get to it. Let's support this show so we can get this panel open, man. What's up, Jalil88? What's good? What's good, family? Truth. It is the truth. Makes sense to me. Sure does to me, too. At 44 years of age, I remember Trump before he was a president, and Negroes loved him. Yes, they did. Hey, Almanaz. Hey, Almanaz. Fresh Property. Watch. The Grass is Greener. It's a documentary that outlines how weed has been vilified for 2 reasons: racism and greed. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I agree. I assume that you're a man. Obama just ran the same speeches done before. All right, let's get back to it. Without any further delay, we're going to press play. Oops. We're going to press play and see what the people had to say. Let's get back to it.
Knocking on the door, going into the homes of Black women and being like, there better not be a man that lives here. We're just here to check to make sure if you want this check, dad can't be home. Every other ill that Black America is facing today is because we've removed fathers from the home. So I'm like I use my platform to talk about men a lot and the need for male leadership, everything that is so harmful, this, Me Too, false feminism, all of this crap. It's anti-man, and it's anti-man for a reason, because a society cannot survive without strong men. A household cannot survive without strong men. We need strong men to lead homes. And so the fracturing of the Black family, I think, was the test. Like, we were the mice in the experiment. Like, let's see how that goes. And now they're kind of doing that writ large. And I hate feminism so much. I can't even tell you, because what it's about is it's just an attack on men.
Well, you said a lot, Candace. Let's talk about something. Now with the politicians, right? Whether it's Lyndon B. Johnson, Trump, Biden, I think people are able to ignore a lot of their BS as long as they can get something.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like. So that's why I don't even like to talk about the person. I like to talk about the policy. So what is the difference between traditional conservatives and MAGA?
Well, I would say between traditional conservatives and MAGA.
Yeah, like before what the conservative party was before MAGA and what it is now.
Yeah, so I think what you're describing is that there was this fracture in the conservative movement because people realized that when he was referring to the swamp, what he meant was it didn't actually matter if you were on the left or the right. They were all working together in DC and selling out all of America. I mean, there is no reason why you go to DC and become a multimillionaire. You're supposed to be there to serve the American people. You're there taking our tax dollars. So what was happening was these lobbying interests, like, Big Pharma goes down and they lobby and they'll offer money to a candidate to go push a drug, like the COVID vaccine, or they'll lobby for war. It's like, biggest lobby, of course, military industrial complex. So we're all suffering. You're going to work because these lobbyists are getting their incentives done by buying out these politicians. And so Trump kind of hit the scene as somebody who wasn't bought and paid for because he didn't need their money. He wasn't like a random congressman going to DC with no money. And he just started talking about the swamp. Like, it's not even Republican or Democrat. And I want people to wake up to that, because I'm not here like ride or die for Republicans. They all sell us out. Like, the stuff that they did during COVID is criminal. It's criminal. And
what was found on it?
I mean, just the free handouts. First off, trillions of dollars. You're signing these omnibus bills. If you read into it, where that money is going, it's insane. It's literally going, to museums, boards of museums. They're quite literally money laundering is what's happening when they sign these bills. But they keep it so that the information level is so low for Americans. It's like, oh, COVID's so bad, like, we're going to give you a check that's like, $300. This basically describes welfareism, right? Like, despite the fact that there's been trillions of dollars since the establishment of welfare, Black Americans are poorer today than we were before it. People don't know this, but during the time of Jim Crow, before welfare was established in the 1950s, Black Americans were actually outpacing white Americans in this country in terms of economic growth. And the reason for that was because our families were together. We had good values. The government only wants to give you the bare minimum. But where's the rest of the money? Where is it going? They sign these bills making you think that this money is going to you. It's not. They're stealing from the American people. And you look at your congressman, whoever it is that you guys sent down to DC, and you realize that they're all just puppets. I feel like we're watching a performance, and who can say the most outrageous thing? The Republicans don't want to sign this because they want, slavery, and they want you back in chains. Or the Democrats don't want to sign this because they want grandma to die. Whatever it is, you're watching just to me, it's a play.
That's why I don't think. That's why I think if you're Black, you shouldn't be beholden to any political party, Democrat or Republican.
Right. I mean, I think that any concept of saying that I am a Republican forever, a Democrat forever, is a nonsense. You should always look at the candidates that are running, and any person that is running saying that they want to grow government is your enemy.
Why do you think people give you a lot of backlash for questioning people and having questions? I see all the time with Charlamagne. If we question something that Kamala Harris did, or question something that Joe Biden did, or question somebody that's Democrat did, why do you think our people have so much backlash when you ask so many questions?
Well, because I think that they don't realize that they've been manipulated against their own interests, and a lot of it is you know, when you start telling the truth, you become a problem to the establishment, right? So if you're the military industrial complex and you want people to just kind of sleepwalk into another war, and I'm sitting here telling you that, you know, Pentagon just can't keep fighting the trillions of dollars that they send overseas. They got this budget and they're sending all this money to Ukraine, and then they say, oh, we don't know where all the money went. It's being laundered and it's being sent back to a very small group of powerful people. And so when you have someone like me who's cutting through all of the emotional arguments, you have to turn that person into persona non grata, right? And what better way to do it than to have their own community attacking them and saying that they're, you know, pro-white or anti-black. I mean, it's a nonsense things that they say about me. If you listen to what I'm actually saying, I'm sitting here providing a blueprint for Black Americans to get ahead because it's time. Okay, it's time. We've been doing this for a very long time in this country. Black America, wake up. Okay, they don't like you. They don't like us. Okay, there's not America has
America.
Yeah, like the government, the American government. Why would you think the American government wants to help you? At what point in history has that proven to be right? And I'll challenge that and I'll make it wider to all Americans. When has it ever been a circumstance that you felt the government really just was out for your own best interests? Think of them as a corporation. They want to grow themselves. They want new departments, bigger departments, larger budgets like any other corporation would want. And they never want to leave DC because we don't have term limits, which we should have, right? If we had term limits and said, you can only serve for 4 years, well, then guess what they would be doing for those 4 years? Trying to shrink government because they'd have to come back out and be us, right? When you look at the way that your tax dollars are being spent, you should be outraged. You should be angry, but stop thinking that the enemy is, you know, they constantly have us arguing against each other, women versus men, black versus white, you know. It's a nonsense. The reason why they want us constantly warring is because it distracts from all of us coming together and taking a look at who the real criminals are. And the real criminals are this small group, this small cadre of powerful people that I think we're virtually all still on a plantation. They just made it look nice. You know, you got a nice chair. We got nice chairs here. But I think we're all still on a plantation.
Shut up. It's a baby shower. So is this the reason why I haven't really heard you pushing people to vote for any particular candidate this go around?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm very clear about the fact I let everything play out, but I absolutely love Vivek Ramaswamy. Obviously, he's not running anymore, but his ideas and his laser sharp focus on what the actual issues were, I thought he was absolutely brilliant.
Wow, that's a lot to unpack. Good gracious. That's a lot to unpack. Shout out to her. Wow. I'm curious to what y'all got to say. Yo, we just need 3 more people, y'all. Just 3 more people, $10 a piece. 3 more people, at least $10 a piece, and we could open up the panel and we could chop it up. Man, she said a mouthful. She's not even halfway done. Like, yo, she said a mouthful. She's spitting. And this is sped up. So she just, so yo, make sure y'all hit the Cash App. She said a mouthful. I'm gonna do my best to dissect this, to go through it, but I'm sure you got a lot of ideas and a lot of dope things to contribute to the conversation and the converse about. So make sure y'all hit the Cash App, at least $10 a piece. $ Israel Mills, $ Israel Mills. Let's do good business. All right. Shout out to Hemi G in the building. What's up, Hemi G? What's good? What's up, JG in the booth? D-Town down. What's going on, family? How you doing? Welcome. Make sure y'all subscribe if y'all not subscribed. Shout out to Jalil88. She absolutely correct. 100. Shout out to Jay Jermaine. Jay Jermaine said the only thing that makes me look at Candace sideways is she talks about black issues, but you're married to a pale-faced small hat. LOL. Well, if you listen to her, she's really talking about people. Like she has a love. She's a person that apparently has a love for her people. At the same time, she loves all people. Is really what it boils down to. She's a person like me. She loves all people, but she believes people are people, and she believes that big government is the problem. That's really what she believes. All right. She really believes that big government is the problem. She believes that it's all a cahoot and a collusion with the media, big government, big pharma. That's what she really has an issue with. The establishment. Okay. So let's be clear. Let me see. Fresh Paper TV said Frank Sinatra did more for black people than Obama. This is Uncle Jeff. Shout out to Uncle Jeff. That's hilarious. Fresh Paper TV. Shout out to Uncle Jeff. Let me be clear, I can't see all that as positive when I look at the bigger picture. Okay, what's the bigger picture? Come on, y'all gotta hit this Cash App. I would love for James Moore to come up here and explain what he's saying. What's up, big time of 24 gaming in the building? That's what being woke really is. Okay, divide and conquer. Yep. That's why, even though she makes good points, she can speak without being canceled. Hey, Trinidad T, how you doing, lady? What's going on? Welcome. When was this interview? This was this morning. This interview was this morning, y'all. This interview was this morning. Jay Jermaine said, I agree. She has changed her stance. Really? How so? How so has she changed her stance? What does who she marries have to do with them knowing what they're talking about? Or even just being for their people? Shaking my head. That's a good question, too. We could talk about that. The question is, And people have asked this question before, but the question is, yo, if you marry outside your quote unquote race, if you marry someone who doesn't share the same skin pigmentation as you or the same culture as you, do you have a right to speak on the issues of your culture or of your particular quote unquote race? That's an interesting question. We're gonna okay. He said, I'm not coming up. Shout out to you, man. I do not understand why black men think old 45 is going to say end the day. Well, it's not that we think that it's not that we think that 45 is going to save the day, but what we do recognize is 46 ain't gonna get it. 46 can barely remember what his name is. 46 told a story the other day, and I wish I could play it, but I'm afraid that if I play it, and there's that word, I don't never use that word, but I'm concerned that if I play it, they will try to demonetize my stream. Okay, but there's a video going around of old 46, and old 46 was talking to some kind of children's group, and he was talking about how the children used to be in the pool and play with his leg hair, his blonde leg hair. And then he said, oh yeah, and I like when the children get in my lap. Yeah, I like when the children get in my lap. That's what the soundbite said. Now I don't know, you know how people do. They could chop stuff, they could edit stuff, they could do, but that's what the clip said. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see him say it personally, but I saw the clip and he said, well, I like when the kids play in my lap. Oh, 46. 46 barely remember his name. 46 barely remember where he's at the time. 46 been about to topple over like 6 times. Yo, 46 head way too much. You know, the human head weighs 8 pounds, but I think 46 head weighs about 16. Because 46 been like, you know what I'm saying? 46 got vertigo or something. I don't know. He about to fall over. Like 46 need to relax. Go sit down somewhere. Relax. Hey, folks never want to come up when they know they talking crazy. If my wife was Italian, can I say what I say about melanated sisters? I could, but it wouldn't be right. Yo, y'all hit the cash out, man. We just need 3 people, at least $10 a piece. Come on, man. We got some heavy hitters in the building. I can't wait to have these conversations. I can't wait. It's going to be a dope panel. Y'all hit the cash out. We just need 3 people, at least $10 a piece. Come on, y'all. Where y'all at? Dope discussions deserve dope donations. We're gonna have a dope discussion today. It would be wrong. Oh Lord. What's up, John Loaded Lux in the building? I came at the wrong time. Play in your lap. Hey, that's what 46 said, according to the clip. Allegedly. According to that clip, that's what 46 said, allegedly. Matter of fact, here's the audio. Here's the audio. Okay, here's the audio. I don't know. Should I do this? I don't know. Should I even do this? Here's the audio of what old 46 said. Allegedly. Now, this is the audio. I don't want to play the video, but allegedly, this is what 46 said. Allegedly. Okay? Allegedly. Okay? This is alleged. Shout out to my man JD 1975 coming through. He said, open up the panel. Shout out to my man JD 1975 coming through, blessing the show. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Where is it at? Where's 045? 46 at? There you go. Hold on. Here you go. Oh, Lord. He said, y'all asked for it. That's the name of the thing. I'm going to open up the panel in a minute. Hold on.
And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. Look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
Now, I don't know. He said, I learned about roaches. and I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I love when kids jump on my lap. Now, allegedly, I don't know if it was edited. If it was edited, it was a heck of an edited job. And I do editing. I've been doing editing for a long time, not for YouTube videos, but for regular videos. Me and my homie been doing editing for a long, long time. So that's why I'm kind of good at editing, by the way. That's why my edits be kind of nice. I'll be putting this stuff together in case y'all don't know. But it's because I have editing skills, because me and my homie did countless music videos. Okay. My homie, Fame Spillman, shout out to him. We did countless music videos. So that's why I'm real good at editing. That's why I take that seriously. When people be trying to miss over my editing skills, I'm like, yo, y'all tripping. I'm a good editor. But if that was edited, they did an excellent edited job. I haven't seen that personally live in living color, but that's allegedly what he said. That's allegedly what he said. Okay, that's allegedly what he said. See, allegedly he had said that. Okay. Yo, shout out to my man. Yo, shout out to my man JD 1975. I greatly appreciate you, brother. Salute, salute, salute. And we about to open up the panel and have this conversation. I can't wait. Yo, y'all make sure y'all come up. Hey, Stanley D Rock the Block, come up. Armanize, come up. Everybody who got a strong opinion about this, come up. Let's chop it up. Let's have a dope discussion. I can't wait to chop it up with y'all on this subject. All right, let's get it in. All right, hold on real quick. Let me celebrate JD.
I got money. Thanks, man.
Appreciate the link is in the chat room. I'm gonna pin it to the top of the chat. I appreciate my man JD 1975 coming through, showing up and showing out. Y'all put them JD 1975 emojis in the chat, man. He is the reason for the season, man. Shout out to JD 1975. Salute, salute, salute. All right. Yeah, man, we about yo. I can't wait. Yo, Stanley D Rock, if you got time, come on up. Uncle Jeff is in the building. Uncle Jeff is in the building. Shout out to Uncle Jeff. Oh Lord, God, yes, sir. where my cheering at? There they go. Got a cheer for Uncle Jeff. What's up, Uncle Jeff? What's going on, sir?
Hey, man, can you hear me good?
Yeah, I see you. I see you over there trying to get all. I see you trying to be all snazzy yourself. I see you, man.
Here, man. This just the day at the vet.
Okay,
I'm at the vet with my bigger dog, getting her checked out. She just had an operation. It's heavy dogs around the Brown compound right now. But I love this as usual, brother. Another good one. You really hitting on some stuff here. I don't know. Black people need a savior. That's why they're so adamant to try to get behind a rich old white man. I don't know any of those that have black people's interest in mind. Name a rich old black. Matter of fact, to include the 16 before George Washington and the 8 black ones before Obama. I challenge anybody to tell me the name of a good president for black people ever. I'll wait. I don't know that this needing to vilify one over the other when they both have horrendous what those who are proponents of Donald Trump, I ask, how do you feel about the Central Park Five and how does he? Do you know? Because he hasn't spoken on it.
Yeah, I know what he put in the paper. I know what he put in
Okay.
the
Well,
paper.
when did he denounce that? When did he come out physically and say, I'm sorry, that was wrong? He didn't, because that's still how he feels. People mistake rich Caucasian benevolence for pure benevolence, and it isn't.
Okay, let me ask you a question, Uncle Jeff. That's some interesting points. What do you say to the fact of like for example, right? Donald Trump has done the forward of Russell Simmons' book. What's the name of that book? His first book. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but something
Pimps
like
Up, Hoes Down?
No, Russell Simmons. Russell Simmons' first book was
I started this shit. This the motherfucking thanks I get?
No. No, his first book was like do you. That's what it is. Do you.
Okay.
Yeah. He and Donald Trump did the forward of the book, right? Robert Kiyosaki, countless black people. Donald Trump has been on countless rap albums, just, you know what I'm saying, up there. He's hung out before all of this stuff, been hanging out with rappers, been bigging up rappers been bigging them up. He been in the culture in New York City. Now, I did see where he did put that front page article out there in the New York Times about, you know, predators and all this, to what happened in Central Park 5, right? At the same time, with that being said, with all the other stuff that he's done that was positive, or whatever the case may be, you could assume is positive, or you could say that he's been down for black people, whatever, in many cases. Then, not to mention, allegedly, now I don't know how true is this, allegedly there's a woman, a black woman who's close to his family, who he's been letting live rent free for like 30 years in the Trump Towers. That's among some of the things I've heard as well. I've heard your audio is kind of messing up a little bit.
That's me. Okay, here's my problem with that.
I think that's Jeff.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, but it's choppy and screwy. Go ahead.
Okay.
It sounds better now. Whatever you did.
Here's my problem with that. Whenever you have to pick and choose through a human being's life where they have been benevolent to another group, they haven't been all that benevolent to another group. Okay? There's no benevolent rich old white man. Donald Trump is not good at business. Look at all the ones that have failed. What I'm trying to say is that what it sounds like is that it's a bunch of slaves on the porch trying to root for which master gonna win the fight.
Got you.
There is no shining horse here, because you're asking for somebody to fix a system that was built to destroy you.
Right. Built off our backs. Right.
Built off your backs. And now that we're past needing physical labor, there's no need for you niggas. We just don't know what to do with you, because we can't send you back. And most of you were here already.
Right.
That's what you're dealing with. But nobody wants to deal with that. We need it nice and easy. I can vote for this guy because he's good and he's going to make my life better, said this fucking sheep. They're sheep. There is no good dude here. There is none. Please stop looking for Donald Trump or Joe Biden to be good for your black ass, because neither one is. Do you want me to stab you or shoot you?
I got you. But there is a such thing as one being worse than the other. There is a such thing as, you don't think so? How could you wait? Listen. Again, I would rather someone tell me that they hate me, they can't stand me, and they're not really rocking with me, and I know where they're standing, for someone to be trying to kiss me and love on me, and then be trying to stab me in the back the whole time.
Okay.
Like I would rather that.
So it sounds like you just it sounds like you just put the person who said in your face that he hates you above the sneaky one. I don't. I put them both in the same pot. That's what is that what you're saying?
I hate you. I'm just saying that's what I would prefer, but I understand I understand your sentiment.
Then you can't. Then if you understand what I'm saying, then you have got to explain your allegiance to Donald Trump.
I don't have an allegiance to anybody. I've never said I had an allegiance.
If you understand what I'm saying, you have to explain to me how Donald Trump is better than Joe Biden. I just don't see it.
I got you. But let me say this. Let me say this. For me, and you know, I'm gonna put it like this. I'm gonna put it like this because I don't want to. I'm gonna put it like this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that one is necessarily better than the other, but I do believe that one is worse than the other, if that makes sense. I believe that one is worse. I believe one is worse than the other.
Here's where that belief comes from. Because somehow you believe that a president is something other than the person in the front seat of the roller coaster, that he doesn't control when it leaves, how fast it goes, which way it goes. The president, this is what a president's job is. The president is the winner of a popularity contest to see who the people will take the next 4 years bullshit from the best. That's it. So for you to put one over the other means that you don't see this as wrestling.
Okay.
That's like saying the Undertaker is better than The Rock and really standing on that shit.
Well, I'm not standing. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have my pom-poms on for no one. I'm not elevating anyone over the other. What I'm saying to you is this, really, really succinctly. What I'm saying to you is this. Myself, again, I do believe that regardless of politics, there's a distinction between someone who would attempt to deceive you, a snake, and a lion, right? So a snake, you might not see a snake coming, but you're going to see a lion coming 9 times out of 10, even though they creep and they crouch. But 9 times out of 10, because of their size or whatever the case may be, you'll see a lion coming before you see a snake coming. So for me, let me finish. For me,
I'm sorry,
I would rather see it coming than not see it coming, even though I'm not asleep either way. But I would rather not. I don't sleep on nothing but the mattress. But I would rather see it coming than not see it coming.
Well, you and I, that's where you and I differ, because in that same analogy, I don't feel any better protecting myself from a lion I see. They're both predators, and if I can get out of the way and let them kill each other, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Let's use that analogy.
But how are you gonna wait? If they're two wings of the same poisonous bird, to use their quote, how are they gonna sit back and delete each other? They're not. When have you ever seen a lion and a snake wrestling? You don't see a lion and a snake wrestle.
Okay.
You'll see a lion and a hyena wrestle. You'll see a lion and a leopard wrestle.
I'd love to answer that question for you, but you know what I think could do better? Search YouTube lion versus black mamba.
Okay, I'm not saying I haven't seen it happen, but
yes,
cool.
I have.
I watch a lot of Animal Planet.
Just last week, I saw a black mamba kill a lion instantly.
Okay.
Its venom is so poisonous it kills a lion. What I am saying to you is that you said, am I expecting them to destroy each other? No, I am expecting that right now, just as every religious publication has predicted, that this is going to collapse under its own weight. I got a bigger name. I got to talk to my vet right now, so you guys have to hold on.
Hey, salute. Go ahead. Hey, go ahead, Stan. Say what's up, brother? How you doing, man?
What's going on, man? Now I heard I was summoned, so I came up.
Yeah, because you had some strong opinions. I was definitely interested in what you had to say.
No, I was just speaking on the Candace Owens situation. That was my only issue with her. I mean, I know she's a very well-spoken, you know what I'm saying, halfway decent looking, African American female and all that, but that's like me talking about the stuff that I do talk about and having a non-black wife. It just it's not, you know what I'm saying? It just don't fit well with my spirit. It could be right, because hell, a broken clock is right twice a day. It could be right. And I know you sometimes you do have to separate the message from the messenger, but a bank robber can't tell me how to save money.
I got you. So you
robbing banks. You can't tell me how to do nothing but rob banks. That's what you do. You can't tell me about saving money.
Hey, yo, what up, Citizen Lou? What's going on, homie? Hey, you can come up too if you like Citizen Lou. He said Candace Owens is terrible. I wonder why you think she's terrible. So you're saying because Wait. So
Go.
let me. So you're saying because her husband is white or a Caucasian man, whatever he is, right? A man that's not of our ilk, right? That her point that somehow makes her points, her talking points, or the things that she's saying of no consequence, or is she's not worthy to be listened to because of who her husband is?
To me, yes. Yeah, to me, yes. I can't listen to that. Like, what? Where is this coming from? Your experience. If you want to talk about how white people, how white men do whatever, then yeah, that's relevant. Because that's your actual life. But you speaking on us like you know us. You don't know us. You already claim that you don't know us. So why are you speaking about us like you do?
Wait, when did Candace Owens say that she doesn't know us? When did she say that?
I'm saying she don't. You can't be.
You don't think that Candace knows
Hell
black people?
No. Hell no.
What gives you wait?
No.
What gives you that impression?
Because
I would love for you to come up too.
For the simple fact is them ain't the type of folks that white folks wife up. A white dude ain't finna wife up no blackity black. Put it like that.
No, that's not true. That's not true. Wait, hold on. I personally know for a fact that that's not true.
Yeah, I'm not saying they won't do it. Of course, they'll fall in love with the twat if they get them a thugette. You know what I'm saying? Like Eve got married to a non-black dude, so I'm not saying that it can't happen.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Right.
So what I'm saying is that ain't what the Ivy League white person that has something like. Look at the hell Meghan Markle's catching. That's what happens when motherfuckers try to divest outside of their wealth class. Put it like that.
I hear you. Hey, Lou, waving about. Well, hold on, Lou, real quick. I know how you do. Lou, give me 1 second, man. Let me put on the banner just to make sure that that's you, my homie. I got you. I'm just gonna put up the banner. Let me see which one is that. See what that is. Give me 1 second, Lou. I just gotta make sure it's you. All right. Yo, Lou, what up?
Yo, what's going on? What's up? What's happening?
All right, that's my man, Citizen Lou. What's going on, man? How you doing, family?
Chilling, man. What's going on?
Hey, not much. Hold on real quick. I'm gonna let you in here in a second. Give me 1 second. So, yo, shout out to my man Ron Mack who made this. Shout out to Ron Mack, you know what I'm saying? Magnificent Vision. Shout out to Ron Mack Mittens, man.
What's up?
Put me in the game. Salute, soldier. Hey, so look. So this is the thing. I don't know, man. And call me naive, call me what you want. I just can't agree with that or sign up to that. To say, yo, because you marry someone who's not necessarily black, that you think that it means that they can't speak on black issues or they can't speak on things that black people go through. Because she's from New York City, she's from White Plains, which is right outside of the Bronx. She if you know about her story, she had an incident in high school where she was, a victim of some sort of discrimination, some people that she knew. She has been speaking for black people even before she got married. It's just not in the sense that people are talking about. And she speaks for the family. Like she speaks for the nuclear family. She doesn't say that all black women should get with a white man or you should get your white man.
I know, but with all due respect, I get that. Like I said, I ain't said none of that. Like I said, she's very intelligent. She's very well spoken. But I'm just saying, because first of all, whatever the man says is what's going on. They're not just. He's allowed to say. Somebody said it in the chat earlier. Of course she's allowed to say what she has been saying because of her co-signer, the white dude that she's married to. And of course, she might be saying whatever, that's tickling people's fancies nowadays. But I've been listening to her for years. And I'm like, who the fuck this bitch thinks she talking to?
What specifically? Can you give me something specific? And I'm going to let my man Citizen Lou get in there. What specifically?
She act dumb when she first came out, she was acting dumb to the fact that a lot of this stuff is systematic. She had like people, these same folks that's glorifying her now said they weren't shit for picking welfare, and we agreed with that. But I'm like, hold on. Even though the stuff that you say right, I don't think that it's coming from an honest vein because of your lifestyle. Like, what the fuck? At the end of the day, you laid up with the colonizer, man. You can't tell me nothing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You just can't.
I hear you, but let me ask you a question, and I'm gonna go to Lou. Did you hear her interview that she said today? That she did today.
Yes, I heard that interview. I heard
a
lot of great interviews from her.
No. Hold on, real quick.
Yes.
Stan, I got you. Okay, so what I'm asking,
and I heard the one from this morning in particular. Yes.
Okay, so with that being said, do you think that it's possible or probable that some of the other things that you heard were like she said, were taken and spliced and made to seem a certain type of way, even though it didn't give the context or the entirety of the things that she was saying?
Bro, I've given that the benefit of the doubt already. That's my whole thing. Like this ain't coming from, you know what I'm saying, some odd place. But at the end of the day, like I said, if I had a non-black wife and I said the exact same thing that Candace Owens was saying all of these years, would that be right?
Yeah, if you saying the right thing, I don't care who your wife is. Like, I mean, I don't care personally who your wife is. You know what I'm saying? How could I speak on who you choose to love? Hey, go ahead, my man.
Because it's more than about who I choose to love. Because once I've done that, I didn't took myself out of the community. Even though, yes, because I'm black, my child is gonna be black. But no, I'm showing y'all I'm trying to fuck with something else. This ain't even my culture. Y'all not my culture. And if y'all not my culture, who am I to be telling y'all how to run y'all shit? Y'all do what y'all do.
So if she's never, okay, so my thing is this is all I want to say. I'm sorry, Citizen Lou, because I have an issue with this. If she's never spoke against black men, she's never ever spoke against black men. As a matter of fact, she's advocated for black men, right? She's never like as a group, I'm saying, because she's had some problems with particular black men, but she's never spoke against black men as a group, right? She's never hated on black men as a group. She always speaks against feminism and speaks against the feminist mindset, right? She's always spoke like that. She's actually always spoke and said that, listen, this influx of immigrants, migrant workers, whatever you want to call it today, is bad for the economy and bad for black people in specific first, and the nation as a whole second, right? So the things that she said, from what I've heard, have been very much on point. And the thing that they tried to make her say, she didn't say about racism doesn't exist. She never said that. They tried to spin it and make it seem like that's where she was coming from, where she was not.
Yeah, I don't go by what people be trying to spin. I go from what a person actually says, how they believe and how they think. And at the end of the day, your actions speak louder than words.
Okay. All right, go ahead, my man, Citizen Lou. What say you, brother? How you doing, man?
What's going on? Stan, I kind of agree with Iz, but I do agree with you though, Stan, on her, right? Like I agree with Iz that, like, I don't know if like who you marry can necessarily dictate whether you can, you know, be solidarity with the black community. I don't know. I don't know. It's because you kind of said it with yourself when you said your actions speak louder than words. Like who you married to may, you know what I'm saying, may not. But to the point of Candace Owens, why I said she was terrible, because she is like this. My problem with her is a problem with most black conservatives. They're conformists. They're bootlickers. They don't challenge the status quo or the system itself. They would rather attack marginalized groups like black people, immigrants, women, disabled. Like they would rather put the onus on them instead of the entire structure that it is, this entire pyramid. Because
what happened, Citizen Lou? Lou, what happened? You broke up. Lou.
Yeah, my bad. Hear me?
Yeah, last thing we heard is the entire pyramid. Go ahead.
Yeah, the whole pyramid. Because like she said, like I think she's talking about like Sexy Red and stuff, right? Like she's talking about ice rapper chicks. Like, I mean, that's like, bro, she's just grifting. Like that's all she's doing. She's not saying anything real tangible of substance. She's just, I mean, she just call it shock jocking. She just shock jocking. I mean, that's all it is. That's all black conservatives do. They don't have any real tangible, like, what they want to vote Republican, or, you know, like she running with Charlie Cook, that if he gets on a plane with a black pilot, he thinks it's gonna crash. Like, they running with true racists. They running in circles with you know, Ben Shapiro. Like, I mean, what are we doing? Like, she has nothing to offer us. And then Breakfast Club and all, and Joe. I don't know, but Joe Budden. I don't know if I can really speak on him, but I know Breakfast Club is a tool against black people to. It's really a push toward, like, a lot of nonsense, like a lot of, like, right wing fascism. Like,
Yo, what happened? Yo, Lou, what happened? Lou could. I didn't put Lou out. I didn't kick Lou out, so I don't know what happened with Lou.
Something happened and dropped
Yo,
down.
Lou, when you get a chance, come back, man. I was interested in what you had to say. I definitely. Okay, there he's in the back. Yo, Lou, what happened, man?
yeah,
Tell
my
the people.
bad.
Tell the people I didn't kick you off.
No, I know. No, it is 100 grand.
Yeah, okay, go ahead,
It
family.
is
I
100
just
grand.
want people to know. I want people to know I don't kick people off that I don't necessarily agree with, because I'm interested in your perspective. I don't necessarily totally agree with the perspective that I hear so far, but I'm interested to hear you out. Go ahead.
What part don't you what part do you disagree with?
I guess for me, I don't like the grouping of people, like to automatically blanket people that are conservative and to say that they don't have it's just rhetoric, everything they say because they're conservative, or when and this is the thing. One thing I do like about Candace is I do notice that she does not necessarily, from what I've seen, back any group of people just because, for example, she's not just going to back a Republican just because they're Republican. She's not going to do that. She's going to look at the policies. She's going to look at whatever she thinks, however Uncle Jeff feel about that, right? But she's going to look at what she feels is maybe in her best interest or in the best interest of black people as a whole, and that's what she's going to go with. You know what I'm saying? She's not going to necessarily just go with someone just because they're Republican. And that's something that I like. I don't think that people should just go with any political party because they're Republican or because they're Democrat, right? Now, Uncle Jeff's point aside, because Uncle Jeff definitely has a good point, but I don't like getting into that extremist ideology. I understand that most people still believe in a political process. My only thing is this: if you still believe in the political process, I say at least pick the best of two evils. Uncle Jeff said don't play the game. I say pick the best of two evils. Uncle Jeff said don't play the game
too.
Don't play. Stan said don't play.
Well, Uncle Jeff would be akin to W. Du Bois. He wrote a piece about why he doesn't vote.
Mm-hmm.
He voted for, I think he voted for 50, 60 years. And he basically said the status of the Negro, the material conditions of the Negro never changed, which is true.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're right. I mean, if you vote for Joe Biden, if Joe Biden is a Zionist, a liberal, white supremacist, capitalist, it's just like Trump. Trump is too. Trump is a Zionist, liberal, white supremacist, capitalist is too. So you are essentially, dealing with the same type of person. I mean, Jeff's not wrong. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I heard some other things he said about popularity. No, it's not about popularity at all, really. It's about what the people at the top want. That's why they push public policy. That's why they push candidates. Juan said, my Biden phone. What Biden phone? I didn't know Biden gave out phones. I mean, like I said,
Tell about Biden phone. Hold on, real quick. Let me read the comments. Don't get caught. Come on, Lou. You know better than that, Lou. You a content creator. You know better than that, Lou. Hey, shout out to Noah Bell. Candace is constantly taken out of context repeatedly. She's constantly taken out of context repeatedly. I believe that, Noah Bell. I believe that.
No, she changes her stance repeatedly.
Okay. JD19, I haven't heard her change her stance, but maybe you can enlighten me. Maybe you can show me if you could. And while I'm reading these, could you get some examples of her changing her stance? Yeah, if you don't mind. A shout out to JD1975, listening from the clouds. Let's get the likes up. Yeah, likes are free, y'all. Likes cost you nothing. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Hey, what's going on? Elevated Mind Healer, peace and love to you as well. What's up, my man? KP for KC5 policy over party. Yo, it's my man iZZY Wardy birthday. Y'all wish my man iZZY Wardy a happy birthday. It's his birthday today. Show him some love. Wish him a happy birthday. Shout out to iZZY Wardy. Hey, JG in the booth said, I remember when he said that and it was more. Okay, I don't know exactly what you was referring to on that. Elevated Mind Healer said that's why he's so big of a liberalism, because they push that weirdo stuff. Okay. James Moore said that's what I'm saying, Uncle Jeff. Okay, Uncle Jeff. That's right. Rich was the second book. I had a meeting with him about the cover of that book. Shout out to my man Emperor Kojak through the great. I think he's talking about Russell Simmons. John Loaded Lux Henry said, then all of a sudden he's racist. Yep, bars. Big Timer 24 Gaming said, black folks hate Republicans, but Republicans are the reason why we vote now. Democrats fought against it.
No, it's not. No, it's not. That's historic. That's historically false.
Okay, we gotta get into that. Give me 1 second. Robert Platinum said Robert Kiyosaki made some racist statements. Word? Did he? I didn't hear that. When did he? What did he say? Robert Platinum. Loaded Locks Henry, my man John Loaded Locks Henry said Biden says if you ain't black, you ain't black if you don't vote for me. Yeah, that was some bullshit. We all know that. And Robert Platinum said, but I'm not discarding the information from his books because of it. Right. He has good information.
So I want to say about that Democrat thing, right? The Republican. So I mean, I'm gonna be real quick.
Yeah, because I got a lot to get through real quick. Go ahead.
You gonna go through? All right, go ahead. Go do your thing.
No. Can you remember what you was gonna say?
Yeah, I remember what I'm gonna say. Go ahead.
All right. Jay Jermaine said, okay, I got you. Hold on. Jay Jermaine said, Ninja, people do that all the time. Okay. Almanaz said, Trump is better for my wallet. He proved it, so I'm okay. Raj Will said, yes, it is. Citizen Lou said Trump didn't win the popular vote. Jay Jermaine said the president has always been a CEO of the United States of America. The system is what it is. Okay. She said locally, I'm more worried about my elected officials. Yeah, it is the local officials that make a difference. It's about policies, Raj Will said. Joe Biden is putting a lot of people out of work by allowing illegals to come into and get a job. Yeah, that's true too. Prime said we have no choice but to choose the lesser evils. If we stop voting, they will stop writing policies that benefit us. That's an interesting point. I'm gonna leave that there for a second. I'm gonna leave that. It's not about it's about PAL policies. Stan Mensa said, so then at the point is you would only be picking the lesser of two evils. Would you rather get bitten by a rattlesnake or a viper? Well, the truth of the matter is it's not really two snakes. A snake is someone, a snake in a metaphorical standpoint is someone who tells you something in the good way, but goes behind your back and is sneaky. Dago Donald Trump would not be considered a snake. He would be considered a bear, a lion, a leopard, but not a snake, right? Is it that black men don't want their firearms taken away and old 45 will let you keep them? Oh, that's one of the things. Yeah, I definitely don't want my firearms taken
what
away.
Do you mean? Trump put a ban on bump stocks. What are you talking about?
On what?
On bump stocks.
What's bump stocks? I'm not familiar.
It's like a modification for AR-15s.
Okay, well, I mean, that's not taking your firearms away, though. What's up, my man Juan Solo in the building?
But that's gun control, though. But so let me say this, right? So the thing about I already said Joe Biden was a white supremacist Zionist capitalist. I already said that. So you can't throw that he went to a Grand Wizard funeral meeting. But here's the thing, though. If you think that the Republican Party of today is the party of Lincoln, then you just got to read a history book. I mean, it just is what it is. You got Mitch McConnell, a known racist head of the Republican Party. So how can you say, oh, well, they the reason why we vote? No, the reason is because what happened was black people in Mississippi went to the Democratic National Convention and advocated for their vote. What happened? Then the Civil Rights Act came, and then the Voting Rights Act came. It wasn't wasn't Republicans, because the Republicans just switched over to being. They switched with the Dixiecrats in the South. Everybody just switched. The same
Here for
racist
this
people in
same more
the just vote.
bullshit.
Wait,
You know the same more bullshit
hold
talking
on,
thing.
Juan, brother, hold on.
I said,
Hold on, we're
wait,
not, hold on
what
real
did I
quick.
say that
Hold
was
on,
bullshit?
Sister Lou, no, we're not gonna do that. Hold on real quick. Hey, Juan, if you disagree with the brother, give him a chance to finish saying what he said. Then give me a chance to read the comments, and then you got it. I'm gonna let you respond to him, and then to give him a chance to respond back to you. But give him a fair chance to finish the statement first, okay? Because I'm gonna give you the same respect.
I honestly want to hear what he says. I want to hear how he said.
Go ahead, Juan. Go ahead, Juan.
Yeah, first of all, that whole Dixiecrat, they had switched parties. That was debunked already. It was not a whole party that switched. It was a couple of a couple of Democrats who switched over to the Republican side. But he don't even know when the Democrat Party started. He don't know the the Republican Party started with black people. He don't know that when the Republican
I
Party
do know
started.
that.
1
He
second,
didn't know
let him
the
finish.
Republican Party started.
But he said I don't know.
I know. Wait, hold on, y'all. We got. Hold on, y'all.
But just don't make a claim. That's
I know. I
incorrect,
got
bro.
you,
Just say what you got to say.
Lou. I got you. But hold on, real quick. Like, come on, fam. Again, y'all realize that we're on the platform. I know you know, Lou. We're trying to give a good show. I want to hear what both you brothers got to say. Let's don't interrupt each other. Let him finish the point, and then you can retort his point. The same way I'm gonna make him respect you. I want you to respect him, and let's have a good show. Okay. So let him finish his point, and then I'm gonna let you report, regardless of what he says. Okay, Lou, and I'm gonna let you say what you gotta say back. Okay. Go ahead, Juan. You got two minutes, man. Go ahead.
When the Republican Party was started, they used to go out there and terrorize the white people more than they terrorized the black people. And there was other white people doing it. They would go to Republican meetings and kill them, kill the white people.
Delete, brother. Delete, please.
I'm sorry. Delete the white people. So, and then they started terrorizing the black communities because they seen how black people were getting involved into politics like that. That was back after during the antebellum days after Civil War. Now, when the civil rights vote came up, who shut down the Congress for the longest up until 2 years ago? Which party shut down Congress on talks on getting the vote passed? Was it the Republicans or the Democrats?
Are you asking him?
It was conservatives.
No, it was the Democrats who shut down for the civil rights. It was not.
They were
It
conservative,
was
though.
actually, look it up, sir. It was the Democrats who shut down Congress for for like 150 days, so they wouldn't pass the vote. Now you talking about we don't do. We know Joe Biden is a known white supremacist. Okay, that still doesn't.
Yeah, he's a Zionist white supremacist. That's true.
Yeah, we know that Joe Biden is a white supremacist. Like I was saying, but you try to
So is Trump.
No, he's
Trump,
not.
though.
No, he is not.
Yes,
Show me proof.
literally.
Show me proof that is not taken out of context of him saying anything racist.
What his father being arrested? His father being arrested at a Klan meeting? That's not.
So his father.
That's not.
His father, not him. His father.
Okay, so him denying black people and Jewish people to rent in his apartment.
He did not, because he also had black people staying in his hotel for years.
Hold on. All right, now, Juan, your time is up. I'm gonna give 2 minutes to my man Lou. Go ahead, Lou, and say what you have to say. Don't interrupt him. Go ahead.
I don't even need 2 minutes because my whole deal is like, I mean, he's saying a Democrat, but he's not understanding that parties are just institutions where people utilize to gain, to gain national attention. Like, yeah, you can definitely say Republicans at that time did help black people and had black people in it, but they were progressive, radical liberals. They weren't conservatives. Conservatives, which made a majority of the Democratic Party and the Whig Party, were conservatives. All the people, the Dixiecrats, were conservatives. That's why when you look at the policies of today of the Republican Party, it's the conservative policies that they were pushing in 1800s, 1900s, early. It's literally the same thing. So it's myopic to say that the Republicans was the party that people vote. Yeah, when they were made up of liberals and progressives, yeah, you're right. But there's not made up that today.
Can I respond?
That's all I have to say.
Yeah, Juan, go ahead. You got it.
Okay. For one, please know what the definition of a conservative is before you just call people conservatives and liberals. And this is the problem I have with certain black people. When you get them in a debate about politics, they either say that Republicans are bad or they will say, well, both sides are bad. No, don't do that crap. You either pick a side. You can't do this lukewarm. Well, I'm
Man,
an
fuck
independent.
both of them sides.
You said what?
Ain't neither one of them came out with a policy for black folks yet. So forget both of them sides.
Man, black folks
Can't
ain't come
tell
out
me,
with policy
can't
for
tell
black
me to
folks,
pick
bro.
one side. I'm not finna pick.
Well, Stan, I do have a
Stop
side.
doing that, bro. Y'all always trying to look for somebody
Wait,
else to
hold
give
on.
you
No,
bro.
Hold on,
well,
y'all.
I
Hold
do.
on. Wait.
But
Hold on, man. Hold on. Some order, please, man. Yo, the brother was talking. Let's don't interrupt him.
Oh, my
Stan
bad.
or Lou. Let the brother Juan finish. He asked, was you finished, Lou? And then you say yeah. And so he was talking. So let the brother finish. All right. Hey, Cali Bev, wave in the back so I know it's you. Go ahead, Juan. All right, what's up, Cali Bev?
That's the argument that anytime I get into an argument with people about politics, they'll start off saying that Republicans are bad, that Republicans are racist, and then once you get them on a few points that they can't refute, the next statement that they say is, well, both sides are bad, or you're picking the lesser evils. Stop that. You can sit there and look at policies and look at how they're going, and you can make your decisions based off of that. Over these last 4 years, you mean to tell me that America is in a better place economically, as far as foreign affairs? They're not. So with all, not even going back into the past, I just wanted to put that up because a lot of people like to say, well, the party switched, because no, it was a couple people that switched over. That don't make the whole party bad. Just like it's a couple bad people that's on the Democrat side, that don't make all Democrats bad.
All right.
Okay, so
Stan,
let me.
wait, hold on, Lou.
Because he just said just total.
I know.
Just
Hold on,
nonsense,
Lou.
like,
Lou, hold on, brother. Come on, brother. Please respect the
bro, he
platform.
say
Have some.
nonsense.
I
I'm
got you,
respecting
but
you, but he
wait, hold on.
disrespected by.
Okay,
Go ahead,
Lou.
bro.
1 second. Let my man Stan get in there, and I'm gonna let you go. Back. You got it, and then I'm gonna let Cali Bev go, and I'm gonna read these comments. Go ahead, Stan. Get in there. You had something that you wanted to say, and then Lou could go after that. Yo, we can't hear you, Stan. If you're talking, we can't hear you, bro. You must be muted.
I'm gonna vote when they have somebody who has something in the interest of black folks' favor. And until they come up with that, I'm sitting it out, man. Can't make me vote for one or the other. Forget both of them. That was my only point.
All right, yo, go ahead, Lou. What do you want to say, bro?
Yeah, my point. So he said that about the but so who I stand with the people. I stand with the solidarity of the working class, which makes up all of us. So so the Democratic Party and the Republican Party are against me. So you can't say that I'm talking about lesser two evils. They're both evil. It is. I mean, you have a sect of progressives in the Democratic Party, but it's not enough, right? It's nowhere near what it needs to be for me to say that the Democratic Party aligns with who I am. And what you said about conservatives, it is what it is. They were conserving the power and the status quo of black people. That's why it was conservatives you were talking about that went into the Republican National Convention and bombed and killed black people. Conservatives that kept Reconstruction down bad to where it was. It was conservatives that lobbied for the Union Army to leave black areas so black people could be terrorized by conservatives. So do you understand that?
All right, you
do you
asked him a
understand
question.
That,
Hold on. Go ahead, Juan. You could respond.
I've been in SC just real quick. I've been in South Carolina, so we known about conservatives for the last 40 years.
Hey, Juan, you can respond. Hold on,
Yeah.
Juan can respond because he directed that to you.
I'm gonna need people to know the definition of words, not put them in a sentence and think that that's the definition. Second of all, when you look at if you look at how middle class, the money that was getting put in their pockets during each term, in Obama's term, middle Americans had an extra $800 in their pocket. When Trump came into office, they got 5,000, and when Biden came into office, it went back down to 1,000. So again, show me. And y'all talking about this? They didn't have a black plan. Didn't Ice Cube go to Democrats and say, I want to talk to y'all about my plan. And they say, well, after the election, we'll talk to you. But when he went to the Republicans, they talked to him right then and there. Didn't Trump have a platinum plan?
No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
Yes, they
That's
did.
incorrect.
That is
So
not
where's it at
correct.
now?
That is correct.
Where's it now? Where's the platinum plan now? The
He didn't get
Republicans control
elected.
the House.
He
Where's the
didn't get
platinum?
elected. He did not get elected.
No, but Republicans still control the House. They control the money. They control the
Bro, you
legislation. So
can't,
why
bro.
haven't they pushed
That
for a
plan
platinum?
was for him when he got elected, not when he lost the darn election.
Sir, presidents do not create laws and bills and disperse money to the people. You do know that, right?
But they do impose. Do they not impose bills so that they can get passed?
No, they sign bills and they veto bills.
They don't
That's the only power the president has.
Sign them.
Yeah,
they don't impose
the president can only sign a bill and veto a bill, and then the Senate can also override a president's veto. So a president does not propose laws, legislation, and disbursement of funds to the people of America. So plan, if it was feasible, the Republicans would have put it out there.
When people campaign,
but they don't.
Who do they campaign on?
I'm sorry, say that again.
When people campaign, what do they campaign on? Do they campaign on bills that are already passed, or what they promise to do when they get in office?
Yeah, and Trump's not even doing that now. He's running on immigration and locking up homeless people. So he's not even talking about a platinum plan.
He's not talking about the platinum plan no more because nobody supported him. First of all, second of all, what is the bigger issue? 10 million new immigrants coming into America, or a plan for Black people who won't even support that party?
Yeah, okay, so you just kind of switched up. So you acknowledge that the Republicans did not put. So before we move on, right? So you do acknowledge that the Republicans have not put it in the plan. Conservatives have not rallied behind any program that helps Black people in whole, right? So we all agree with that, right? Can we agree with that so we can move on?
No, I don't agree with that because you're
how you not agree with it? It's literally happening.
Because the way that you're saying it you're saying that they didn't impose any plans, and you could say the same thing about Democrats. But when it was time for election last year, during the last election cycle, which side came out with an actual plan? Which side came out with an actual plan? Which side actually
that wasn't a plan. That wasn't even a plan.
You got me finish? Which side actually listened to somebody about a plan for Black people?
All right, I want you to answer that.
That would definitely be the Black. Okay, I can answer that as easy. The Black Caucus has put, like, if you look at the platinum plan, almost 70% of the things in there, the Black Caucus has already proposed in bills to the House. Right.
That's
so
not. But that's not what he asked, though. Hold on, real quick. What he asked was,
hold on.
Yeah, he said which side listened to the plan. That's what he asked simply. So
okay, so
was it the Democrats?
So Ice Cube, right? Ice Cube has no political experience. He has weight.
Come on. Wait, Lou. Come on, man. Lou, stop, brother. Hold on, real quick.
What am I doing? What the fuck?
Real quick. Hold on, real quick. The brother asked you a direct question, and
I'm answering
at least. No, you did not. He asked you which side listened to the proposal of Black folks. Which side? And that's really a simple answer. Was it the left or was it the right? And then because
I can answer, the right definitely didn't.
So you're saying the left did?
No, like I said, the things that were in the platinum plan was already proposed from the Black Caucus. He just remixed a lot of PDF. So I said, where's Ice Cube at now? Where is he at? Where is he at registering voters? Where is he at in the streets? Where is he at with standing?
Hold on, time out. That's a whole nother conversation. I don't want to get into right now because we hold on,
Ice Cube. Who the fuck is Ice Cube?
Okay, hold on, Lou. Hold on, real quick. I don't want to get derailed off that, right? Because I didn't mention that at all. People in the chat were talking about that. And I didn't mention that. So what I would like to do is the topic is Candace Owens, right? And I asked the question, have you really listened to Candace before hating her? So
later is because y'all finna move on.
No, we're not gonna move on. Hold on,
both of them wrong.
Callie Bev, okay, hold on. I'm trying to make room for you to be. Hold on. I'm
not even angry. I just actually.
Okay, I know. I'm trying to give room for her to talk, and that's what I'm saying, Callie. Better relax for a second. I'm trying to give room for you to talk, and I'm trying to squash that and let you say what you want to say, and then we can move the conversation forward. Go ahead, Callie Bev. That's what I was trying to do.
Okay,
Jesus
so
Christ.
the platinum plan or whatever, right? He could have implemented that, but I would say that the platinum, because that platinum plan was all about Trump's first term. So for Juan to say that he couldn't do anything because he didn't get elected, that's false. He got elected and he was in office. Second of all, the platinum plan was nothing but, we're talking about the platinum plan that Trump came up with. I'm not talking about Ice Cube shit. I'm talking about the plan that Trump came up with, right? Ain't nothing but basic Republican policy positions that they just slapped black on top of, with the exception of maybe one or two things. It's been a while since I read it, but that was the overall gist of it. It was regular Republican policy. They just slapped black on top of it to make it seem like it was special to us, but it wasn't. Second of all, Juan had brought up a point about why the taxes went up when Biden got into office, right? For the regular people. Trump did sign a whole bunch of tax cuts and everything, right? He did do that. However, the middle class tax cuts were slated to expire when he left office. So really good politician. I'll give him that, because all he had to do was just bank on the fact that he was going to get reelected. And if he so chose to do so, he can go ahead and extend it. But he lost. And because he lost, now we get to blame the incoming president, his opponent, for taxes being raised. But that's what it was. The corporate tax cuts were not set to expire, but the middle class, regular folk tax cuts were set to expire. Okay. Second of all, when it comes to the political party switch and everything like that, we're talking about just, section, just the South. It wasn't a whole complete party switch or whatever like that, to Juan's point. However, the ideologies were different. So you have the Dixiecrats, who were largely conservative Democrats. They went on ahead and went with the other Republicans, because the Republicans' position had, they were more so conservative at that time or whatever, right? But before then, when we want to talk about freeing slaves and civil rights and all that kind of stuff like that, then we go on ahead and we have the Republicans being liberals, being progressives, because they were trying to, free the slaves and all that kind of stuff like that. Democrats were conservative at the time. And then to further the point, when you fast forward to the 80s and everything like that, when you had it happen to your Reagan Republicans and everything, they were most definitely conservative, and Lee Atwater was an actual thing as to how he played or whatever with black folks playing in their face. Basically, we all know about. Do y'all know about Lee Atwater or not? Or am I just talking to a brick wall here?
But hold on real quick.
Kelly, I know exactly. So what you said, I agree with everything you just said. You said I was wrong. What part was I wrong at? Because I agree with everything you just said. That's literally.
You were wrong about the whole thing with the Trump policy and the platinum plan and everything like that. That was that was basically it.
Wait, what was?
And I felt like your rebuttal for the tax cut thing was insufficient.
She's saying that you.
No, you kind of cut it.
She's saying that you were mistaken. You was mistaken about the platinum plan. That's what she's saying. You were mistaken about the platinum plan.
Right. Yeah, the Black Caucus and all that kind of stuff like that. The platinum plan had nothing to do with the Black Caucus. Those were not the Black Caucus's proposals and all that kind of stuff like that.
Okay, Callie Bev, hold on. He said, hold on, Callie Bev. He's trying to clarify.
Go
ahead.
No, I got you. Yeah, I'm gonna clarify what I was saying. You're right. It wasn't per se a platinum plan that the Black Caucus had. What I was saying, if you look at the platinum plan, the Black Caucus had already proposed those ideas. That's what I meant to say.
Well, no, the platinum plan is basic Republican policy with black slapped on top of it. It's not liberal or progressive at all. There's nothing about the platinum plan that's liberal or progressive. That's conservative ideology. Point blank. Period.
Wasn't qualified immunity on the platinum plan? Like getting rid of, I could have sworn qualified immunity was on there. Like getting rid of where cops can't just kill us with
delete us.
Oh,
maybe in Ice Cube's plan, like I said, I don't remember Ice Cube's plan or whatever like that, and it has been a while since I read the whole the Trump's plan for Black America, whatever like that. Is it just me? Or am I mixing up the terms? Is the platinum plan the Ice Cube plan, and the plan for and the Republican plan for
Yeah,
black people or whatever that Trump
the
introduced.
platinum plan is the platinum plan is Ice Cube's thing. That's Ice Cube.
Okay.
That's what I was referring to.
Okay. So that's where I'm mistaken at. That's my fault.
Nah,
That
you
was
good. Nah, you good.
plan. It was not Ice Cube's plan. It was Donald Trump's plan. Ice Cube had a whole nother plan that he presented to both sides. And as far as the platinum deal, it's not just Republican policies. If you actually read it, you would see that it's the same thing that they implemented when they had business opportunity zones that was in black areas that black people were not taking up part or taking advantage of. The same way they have the Tuskegee Airmen Tuskegee Airmen program that still is around that helps black people get into aviation and get into aviation school and become pilots. Black people do not take advantage of that. You can't say that they don't have plans and things for you. They don't have plans for you, and you're not applying yourself to these plans. That'll be like somebody who's starving and saying they don't give out food, and you can go get food stamps.
All right, let me read these real quick. Let me read these. Hold on real quick. Let me read these real quick, and then we'll open it back up, y'all. Hey, shout out to Prime. Prime said we have no choice. But I guess he says, but to choose the lesser evils. If we stop voting, they will stop writing policies that benefit us. Okay. John Loaded Locks Henry said, of course, it's one of the most poisonous snakes in the world. Right, exactly. Black Mamba, right? James Moore said, what say you, D-Rock? What up to you? Noah Bell said, what has Candace said that isn't true about the state of the community? All right. And my man D-Rock has some opposing videos. We're gonna watch that in a second. Plain Jane and Batty, what's up? She said her husband went to Oxford. He has a family legacy of wealth. He had his pick of he speaks on why he picked her to be his wife. Okay. Israel Mills, can you have the panelists speak factually and not about emotional babble? Their emotions are not a fact. Yeah, now opinions are not a fact. That is a fact. And I talked about that earlier. I don't know why we make it seem like our opinions are actually factual. I think that we should, have more tolerance for each other's opinions, right? Big Timer 24 Gaming said, come on, man. We need to upgrade our thinking. Okay, what do you mean by that? But shout out to you. James Moore said, did you hear the interview earlier, Stan? He said he did. Amanaz said she never said that. All right. He said he's a small hat, our enemies from way back. Wow. Okay. Jane Jermaine says she has an immigrant background mindset, talking about Candace Owens. Shout out to Jane Jermaine. Emperor Kojak 313 the Great said, if she's so down with the brothers, why did she marry, effed, and procreated with a colonizer? Interesting. Stan Mansa said, bro, up there saying anything. Wow. Okay. Sunshine 01. What's up, Sunshine? She said, what? Shaking my head. Sunshine in the building. Someone said something about Frederick Douglass. Amanaz said, how is she grifting? My man said Frederick Douglass, so therefore we can't listen to Frederick Douglass because Frederick Douglass married a white woman.
Hold on, can I say something real quick on that?
Yeah, hold on real quick though. Hold on real quick. I got you. Okay, hold on real quick because give me 1 second. Shout out to Soldier Almac. This nigga still believe the lie that the party switched. Oh Lord. Amanaz said, how is she grifting? She got at least 1 million subs. She ain't built on black folks. Learn what grifting is. All right. My man KP said, chill, y'all, one at a time. JD 1975 said, don't trust them new ninjas over there. Yo, my man Gasmax in the building said, y'all my ninjas for life. Shout out to you. My man, What We Know podcast. What's up, JT? He said, Team Candace over in these parts, homie. Team Candace. All right. Dope discussions deserve dope donations. Y'all make sure y'all hit the Cash App, man. Support the show. Elevated Mind Healer said, worry more about local policies they're more important. Stop idolizing. JD97 says, stop idolizing activists and political parties and individuals. Be your own savior in the matters of your day-to-day life. Shout out to him. What did Ice Cube give up though? What you mean? What's up, Latanya from Colorado in the building? Nice topic. Hey, Trucker, waving the bats. I know it's you. Nice topic. I like Candace, not an avid listener, but from what I've heard, very intelligent. Her outfits are super cute too. Okay. Shout out to you. That's hilarious. Andrew Taylor in the building. He said the problem is treating politics like it's the NFL. They party loyal like it's a team instead of actually the effing politics. Yeah, fishing the politics out. Checking the politics out. Okay. I didn't know that was a lot of extra consonants and vowels. The platinum plan was Trump's. Callie is correct. That's what she said. Okay, so I'm kind of caught up in my thing. It is what it is. Walaikum assalam, rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Leonard Ray is in the building. Look at how many black themed movies that are anti-military. What they got to do? What? That's not what we're talking about. What are you?
Lord have mercy.
Jesus. Yo, what's up, Trucker? Yo, what say you, bro? Before we get into this other video that Stan got.
First off, how y'all doing? How everybody doing? Kylie Bev on here. You up here being a menace? You know what I'm saying? Lou, one. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Stan up here. I can't stand that nigga. I can't stand his little light skinned ass. I can't stand that nigga. But we'll go ahead and hit the play button.
D-Rock. When did D-Rock get light skin?
I don't like it. You know what? You ain't accept that request on Call of Duty, sir. Yeah, me and my son is ready. Me and my son ready for, yeah. We just started our own thing.
Yeah, those are light skinned tendencies.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep, that is a light skinned nigga tendency. Hey, but hold on, Ed, just real quick before I forget my point. The difference with the Frederick Douglass thing is being that men lead the household, it's a difference. It's a huge difference. Because what I'm saying is her leadership is a Caucasian. So the stuff that she says is gonna be okay because she ain't like she gonna. All I'm saying is she ain't gonna be a friend to black folks and still maintain a marriage with him. Like it don't work like that in real life. But maybe I'm tripping.
No, I understand what you're saying. That's a decent point. And Leonard Ray said that goes hand to hand with Candace Owens hate. Do you think so? Do you think that the military, like what his comment was? Wait a minute. His comment was, look at how many black themed movies are anti-military. How does that go? How does that go hand to hand? Someone explain that to me. How does that coincide or go hand in hand with Candace Owens?
Yeah, it really doesn't.
Okay, I'm just
trying to catch up. Who are we talking about? Candace Owens?
Yeah.
Apples and grenades.
Yeah, apples and bowling balls, as Uncle Jeff would say.
I don't think what's wrong with Candace Owens? Y'all don't like Candace Owens or something?
No, there's the question. Hold on. The question is, hold on real quick. The question is, have you really listened to Candace Owens before hating her? That's the topic today, because a lot of people don't like Candace Owens, but it seems as if a lot of people have not really thoroughly listened to her and mined her opinions out, right?
Yeah, at first I kind of did. I was like, nah, at first. But then when I started really listening to what she was saying, a lot of it I do agree with. I'm gonna be honest, a lot of it I do.
What's up, Chris the Rebel?
Especially when she's talking about family structure, husband and wife, kids, right from wrong. You know, I agree with that.
Bars, me too. But
wrote
this
off
is the
Candace
thing.
Owens when I saw her PragerU video on slavery. That was enough for me. I was over her.
She did what video?
Wait, hold on. Time out. Calibel. Hold on before you interject that. This is the thing, though. A lot of people. First of all, was that video edited? Was it edited? Is it straight what she said? Did you get the pure from her mouth? Or because every time I've heard her speaking straight from her mouth, it always made sense. It always was succinct, and it always made, you know what I'm saying? It aligned with a lot of things that I personally believe, right? But now I don't know about her edited videos or videos that's been edited, you know what I'm saying? Because they can make it seem any type of way, you know what I mean? So was that video that you're talking about, Callie Bev, edited, or was that a live video straight from her mouth?
No, it was straight from her mouth. It's like are you familiar with PragerU?
With who?
Their little informational videos, PragerU.
No, is that
it's a fake ass.
What happened? What's up? What'd you say? Sister Lou? Lou.
No, I was piggybacking what she said. I was saying disinformation videos.
Okay, but go ahead, Callie Bell. What are you saying? What about it?
It's like a okay, PragerU makes informational videos or whatever that you could present to like a classroom or something like that. You know what I mean? So that's the video that she did, and in it was basically saying slavery wasn't that bad, and it was hyped up more than what it really is. That's basically the gist of I think the video was like 20-30 minutes long or something like that. So yeah, I was over her once she did that video. I was like, all right, I'm done.
So do you think that it was edited? Because I've never heard her have that take whenever she spoke. And again, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yeah, I've listened to everything that Candace Owens has ever said, but I've heard her on several occasions, like from her show or from when she's done an interview, and nothing remotely close to that has come out of her mouth. So I'm curious as to whether that was edited or not.
It's not that kind of video. It's literally a video of her narrating, and there's graphics and pictures and everything like that. It's an informational video that you would see in a classroom.
Okay.
Like a documentary.
Okay, big time 24 Gamer said people listen to what other people say about her than hate her. That's interesting.
So I didn't. I never saw that video, but there is some information going out there like that though, kind of stuff. I will agree with that. I've never heard of her doing it. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna see if I can find it.
Yeah,
I'll find it and put it in the back. I'm finna hop down for lunch anyway. So whatchamacallit, I'll just pop back in. When I pop back in, don't bring me up or whatever. But I'm just gonna look for the video, put it in the back, and y'all can do with it what y'all will.
Okay, I appreciate you, Callie.
All right,
Bev.
later,
have
y'all.
a good lunch. Later, have a good day. Appreciate you. Hey, Monk Luigi, what's up, family? $20. Say, yo, I think the lady Callie Bev is wrong on the plan and Ice Cube plan on the platinum plan, the Ice Cube contract. If you could, plus pull it up and review both sometime. Thank you. Yeah, shout out to you, man. You know those are both long, but I will do my best. Hey, Follow the Logic is in the building. What's up, Follow the Logic? Broke clock is right twice a day. It sure is. What's up? Noah Bell, Israel Mills. She is literally lying. Her PragerU video was the facts. How they played out. Shout out to Leonard Roy in the building. What's up, Leonard Roy? What's the deal, brother? How you doing, man?
Oh, I'm cool. I'm cool. I was trying to like better explain things because I know that stuff I typed it lost people, man.
Okay, go ahead. You got a moment. Go ahead.
Okay, and I'll be brief. When Candace Owens says what she says, a lot of people get in their feelings and they think of whatever they think of and they don't like it. Same as when you got movies like, New Jersey Drive, Boys in the Hood, Dead Presidents, stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
They always, whoever put the movie together, be it black or white writers, they always throw something in it that's anti-military. Now, nobody thinks about, you got X amount of brothers, okay, they ain't college types, they ain't trade school types, they need to do something to get their money on, right?
Okay.
So that's a whole other option. But that option gets completely looked away from due to some hatred for I ain't gonna fight the white man war and the whoop whoop whoop. And I'm like, y'all still saying this stupid stuff? That's like a young lady on here said something earlier.
Callie Bell
made complete sense. She's like, they still talking, that ain't happened since, you know what I mean? So that's where I was going. I wasn't trying to compare apples to hand grenades. I was just trying to encapsulate the thinking pattern of some people, too much following and not enough thinking and looking into, well, where would this benefit me if I do it? You know what I mean?
Okay, I got you.
So the thing about
hold on real quick, Lou. Hold on real quick, and I'm gonna let you get in there. Shout out to the caller, like I see it show. PragerU is a propaganda disinformation tool, and my man Stanley D Rock said, and Candace did work for them. So there you go. All right, go ahead, family. Go ahead, Lou. I just wanted to read that and get that out the way. Go ahead, fam.
saying that yeah, I mean it makes sense for black people to make anti-military movies because black people went into the military. We fought every war in America, second class citizens. I mean, and you add the draft in there. I mean, we went over to Vietnam, got our ass kicked. Black people came back getting spit on. Like you said, when you brought up dead presidents, I think those two are related. That anti-black people are anti-military because you said going for the white man. Okay, you might not say the white man, but you are going for imperial. You are joining the military to lay out plans and and you're filling out agendas by corporations and the elite class, right? Because they don't send their kids to the military. Only poor kids, kids from rural areas, kids from inner city. They the ones that go to the military. Like, you don't see a senator's kid. If you do, he'll probably be like an officer on some like shore duty or something like way out. But so I mean, it makes perfect sense, and those two aren't related. That's all I was gonna say.
Right. Because see, what I look at is this: for all the years of the Iraq War, we had 714 Black Americans that died in combat. Their families got a $500,000 life insurance policy. If they was
Rest in
married,
peace.
same, right?
Rest in peace.
You got just as many, if not more, that got doggone smoked in Chicago, where I'm from, every year. And they got their face on a t-shirt, man. So now the Iraq thing is over 6 years. You'll have 700 some odd people in Chicago in a year's time, and it's not a combat zone. So I just be like, make it make sense. What did this person do to you so terrible, that you are in some life-taking mentality when
Right.
more than likely, if you didn't go to school with this person, your older brother or sister know they family, because all this stuff is proximity.
Got you. But that's a different conversation, I think, altogether.
Yeah,
But
it is, but
that's
it
a
just
separate conversation because that's a whole topic in and of
yeah.
itself. Maybe we'll get into
Hey,
that soon. But
feel free to use that one day, man,
yeah.
because that's
I
something
probably
people
will.
need to talk about. That because that's mind-boggling. How
Yeah,
could it be somebody like I don't know where you from in New York, but say you from the Bronx.
I'm from Brooklyn. But go ahead.
You from Brooklyn, okay? So Bed-Stuy, do or die,
I'm from
all
Brownsville.
that, right?
Yeah, Brownsville. Mm-hmm.
And you dueling with some people from Bed-Stuy, the hills up in Brownsville, and all y'all pretty much traveled in the same circles, or your families did. I mean, come on, man, make it make sense. But I'm not trying to derail nothing. It's just
I understand. Let me get to this.
Sometimes stuff that people be thinking I don't give a damn about black people. I'm like, okay, well, stuff like that bothers me. That's the reason our doggone we haven't increased in population, but everybody else passing us up.
Hold on, real quick. I think that's a lie. But I don't think you're. Hold on, real quick, Leonard Roy. I don't think you're lying, but I think that again, you got to account for a lot of black people don't fill out census. A lot of black people do not fill out that information. There's a whole group of black people who don't go to the hospital to have their babies born and all that. So we don't want to get into all that. But shout out to Ronnie, old man, right? We was taught as black men ain't got no place in white man's army. Okay, shout out to you. Let me Noah Bell say he's lying again. Plenty of senators and congressmen and are war veterans. Okay,
that's a lie.
All right, Scrap Skrillerilla said, "What does that have to do with the price of tea in China?"
This nigga's dumb. No, what I said was I said the elite.
Wait, someone got background noise. Hold on. Someone playing it back. Yo, mute. Yo, someone's playing it back. Y'all mute. Yo, everybody mute if you're not talking. Yo. Uncle Jeff, that was you. Uncle Jeff, you got a lot. You playing that background. Go ahead, Lou.
Okay, so what I meant, I said corporations, right? Like I said, like corporations, the elite class, right? The people who put these politics. Like I said, you might have, JFK. He served, John McCain, stuff like that. But I'm talking about the elite of the elite. They do not send their kids, and if they do, they're gonna have like probably the most cushiest job per se. Like they're not gonna be on the front lines of Iraq getting. That's
Yeah.
my whole point. It's
So just
it's
to
a
add,
fact.
just to
Wait,
add
George
to
Bush,
Lou.
George Bush Senior
hold
was
on real quick.
a prisoner of war.
Hold on real quick. Before Trucker, hold on. Let Lou finish, and then Trucker, you can add on. But Lou, give you background. Lou, you were in the military, weren't you?
Yeah, I was in the Navy.
Okay, that's what I
Oh
thought.
man,
Go ahead, Lou. Go ahead. You
Yeah,
can finish, sir.
yeah. No, Juan was gonna say. What you about to say, Juan? George H. Bush. What now?
Wait, hold on.
George
But
Bush.
Trucker was next. Trucker was
no, I
next,
was
y'all.
gonna add to your point. The people like Noah keeps saying that, but to add to your point, before them people even got in them positions, they was regular citizens. They was either grew up poor or they grew up in regular homes. They was just regular old folks. And if you notice, once they do their time in the military and they get to that level, they do not send their kids to the military. They normally in cushy jobs.
No doubt.
Straight up.
Hey, Ratchet City, what's up, Ratchet City? All people, not just black people. Shout out to Ratchet City. Go ahead, Juan. What you want to say, bro? And
Yeah,
then let Uncle Jeff get it.
George Bush Senior was a prisoner of war. He actually got captured and was, I think he was
That was
a
John
prisoner.
McCain.
No, it was George Bush too. George Bush Senior. It was him too.
What? Him too?
Yeah,
Dang.
yeah.
See?
And the thing about it, uh, actually, a lot of corporate companies, if you look at their board and the people they hire, a lot of them do have military backgrounds. A lot of movie executives have military backgrounds. Um, so it just varies. It was a couple things that people had said, but I'm not gonna go back on it because the conversation is progressing. Um, I I just want to say that the whole PragerU is not disinformation. It is a conservative or conservative based organization. And they do put out information, but you can, if people would just go and look at this information. Like I can't, my thing is this. This is where your own intellect, your own intelligence comes into play, where you're able to read context clues, be able to read things, and be like, okay, this is what they meant. If you have a keen sense for wording and how words are put structured together, you can sit down and read a line. Like you can read a lie and you can go and check it and be like, yeah, that was a lie. You see what I'm saying? That's all people have to do. Um, as far as with Candace, I ain't gonna lie. I don't. It was some things I like what she say, but it's just things about her I don't like. But they're just petty. I'm really big on black people being with black people. So when I find out that she was with who she was with, I took a slight from it. When she went after Steven Crowder and she called him a B, because and then she tried to manipulate his situation with his divorce. I didn't like that. But you know, as far as she said about how people move and the way that young people are moving now in this society, I don't have a problem with what she said about that. So when people hear anything they say, if you have a problem with what she says, if you have a problem with what she says as regarding the community, um, then that's just you being mad at your own self.
Pretty much.
Hey, Uncle Jeff, you want to get in there? Shout out to Uncle Jeff. You there?
Yes, sir. I'm here. I'm in the middle of doing a gang of shit, but yes, I'm here.
Okay. I didn't know if you wanted to add to anything or not.
Very valid points, gentlemen. Let's start with the military. As a Marine, I can tell you that what I have seen is that there's two reasons people usually enlist into the military. Number one, you didn't get straight A's in school, and number two, your parents wasn't rich. If either one of those are true, you more than likely do not have a uniform on, because in a republic, all the working man, all the poor man can provide a republic is the fruit of his labor or his very flesh. That's what you have to offer. The fact that you will go and die for the interests of the rich is what all the free medical and dental is about. This is why rich people don't put their kids in the military. I think that's what, because you have to understand the definition of war. War is when one group of rich people decides to send their poor people's kids to kill another group of poor people's kids till one of the rich people says uncle. That's war. That's what it's always been.
Right.
You have to ask yourself, I say the same thing. I told all my sons, if I found out you were going to enlist in the military, I'm going to shoot you in the foot myself. There is nothing the American military can teach you that I cannot. I did that. You have to do better than me. I don't put you here to do as well as me. If you do only as well as me as my child, either one or both of us have failed.
Yeah,
we failed.
No doubt. I gotta correct something real quick. I looked that up too, Ratchet City. Let me correct you, Juan. George W. Bush Sr. was not a prisoner of war. His plane, according to this story, his plane was shot down during World War II, and then he was rescued. He was floating for a long time, and then he was rescued by a U.S. submarine. So he was not a prisoner of war, but his plane was shot down during World War II. Okay, so
that's what I said. That was John McCain. He got doggone.
Hold on, Leonard. Hold on. Thank you, Leonard Roy. Let me just correct that for the integrity of my show. I looked it up while y'all was talking, and I came to the same understanding that Ratchet City had. Shout out to Ratchet City. All right. Shout out to Amanaz. She said, "Yeah, stay out the military. Y'all better than that." Shout out to Amanaz. Okay. Let me see who's in the back. Kelly. Okay, Cali Bev is putting that back. Thank you, Cali Bev. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Cali Bev. All right, go ahead, family. Y'all can continue. I just want to make sure.
The military was a better deal back in the day than it is now. Not even close.
I would disagree.
For that, he's correct. Because they don't have a pension anymore. There's no pension anymore. That ended in 2018.
There's no more military pension?
No more pension. Used to be you could do 20 years, and whatever your rank was upon your exit, half of your salary was your pension for the rest of your life. They don't do that anymore.
Oh, wow.
So now I suggest to anyone young, if you're going to take the military route, only take it to do 3 years to get all of your college entitlements and scatter ass.
That's what I did. That's exactly what I did. I just I just finessed the system. But here's the thing too though, right? Like when oh man, she just triggering y'all. Like that's another thing too. It's like it's just it's troll politics. It's like, okay, you talking about you getting emotional. It's like, are you mad? You mad that I'm talking about? That's like real concrete, tangible things she's saying. Like, okay, do we understand that the conditions of Black people in America is messed up? Yeah, of course. I mean, we can all, do we all agree with that? I think so. Do we want that? No. So I don't understand how does that push us forward?
Could you repeat that? We all agree what now?
That the material conditions of the Black community is not what it should be.
Oh, sure.
You know what I'm saying? And none of us want it to be that way either. I think we all can agree on that. So
yeah, that's true.
Just point. You know what I'm saying? So pointing it out in that manner.
I heard parroting that it don't move the needle none.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. It's like if you somebody's fat, you a fat nigga, you fat nigga, and it's like, okay, man, if that's all you're gonna do, you ain't gonna have a diet plan, get them a scale to measure their food, work. I mean, if you're not putting forth any plan, then it's just gonna fall on deaf ears. And the reason why I said she was grifting, you don't have to people. She's grifting for white people, white racist people, who think Black people are subpar. So I mean, that's my problem with it, right? Like I don't think Jason Whitlock, Brandon.
Wait. I don't. But hold on. This is the thing. I don't think that she's presenting Black folks as subpar. I think that she's presenting Black folks as capable, as well-being, and as able to be intellectual equals or superior. Like, so I don't think that she's I don't think that she's
let me play this clip then.
Hold on real quick. So I don't see that. What is the clip? What is the clip from? Shout out to King Shenard. What's going on, King Shenard? King Shenard said, Candace Owens. Okay. Whatever that
Somebody,
means.
the clip from somebody else I don't necessarily agree with, but they clipped it. It was from the Young Turks with her interview with Tucker Carlson when she was
A
speaking
liberal outlet.
Yo, will I get flagged? Will I get flagged for playing this, y'all? Will I get flagged for playing Tucker Carlson?
No, you should.
I have no idea.
I don't know, bro.
No, you shouldn't.
No, you should be straight.
You should be
It's fair
straight.
use.
A lot of people use
fair use.
Fair use.
Fair use. I got
One thing I always say,
they put
Tucker,
it up,
is that the
so-
left can pull a racist narrative from thin air where it doesn't exist, but when it actually is in their face, they try to avoid it at all costs, especially when the perpetrator is a black person against another white person, which obviously happens more often in this country, given the fact that black Americans are the most murderous group in America by rate.
Okay, he said don't play.
To say.
Yeah, that's dude. That's dude that did the. Yeah, man. I stay away from that clip.
Hold on. Okay, he said don't
How
play.
come you can't play the audio?
You can play. You can play it, man.
Hold on.
I won't play it.
Hold on. April Kojak 3 and 3, the great he be moderating in these spaces, and so I trust his opinion. All right, he said if he say don't play, it's probably for a good reason. I'll be honest with you. Someone got a lot of he said, YouTube doesn't give a F about fair use. Yeah, they really don't.
Bro, that is not true, bro. It is
no. Hold on, Juan Solo. This is a fact. They don't give a F about fair use because I've had plenty of videos that I put fair use on that for a fact they have flagged and they have given me copyright strikes on. Like, so that's something that I know for a fact from experience. So
was those clips that you played, were they backed by an organization or something like that? Were they backed by like a media company or something?
I mean, what do you mean? I don't know. Like,
Because lots of people, especially like a lot of people who are like in the conservative space and the liberal spaces, they use other people's content just like these interviews, and they make videos off of those.
But you know, Breakfast Club uses people's information all the time, but Breakfast Club will flag you in a heartbeat.
Exactly, but that's because they're backed by a media corporation.
Okay.
Hold on. Someone got a lot of feedback and it's very annoying.
It's not me.
I don't know who it is. Someone got a lot of feedback. It's very annoying. Please get it right.
Me?
Nah, I don't know. It's not you. Go ahead. Whoever it was muted. Go ahead. Uncle Jeff. Go ahead. Go ahead, Uncle Jeff. Uncle Jeff. Okay, I don't think it was you, but okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's you could have used that, but we already seen enough of it. You only really need the 10 seconds of it. You know, she basically was just stating facts that are recorded by several statistic websites and organizations. You can go to the CDC, you can go to the White House, and you can get these numbers. When she was speaking and pertaining, right, that dude right there had actually deleted a bunch of people with a car. And then when he got into court, he was basically saying that they were the ones who were the racist ones.
Yeah, that was the dude that Jay Prince was standing up for, right?
He probably was. I don't listen.
What was that dude name? That was the dude out of Milwaukee, right? Was that who that was? The dude out of Milwaukee?
Was it Milwaukee
from Kenosha? Kenosha.
That was the same guy, Darrell Brooks.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Jay Prince was talking about him.
Yeah, I just remember her rhetoric on that. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right. You married a white dude.
I think the problem is we don't leave room for both to be accurate. Okay, that nigga was crazy. The courts are racist. Most of us don't know racists. We use the word racist grossly ineffective. And black people and black men on this panel from this day forward, you are not allowed to do that. It's an evil trick to mix bigotry with racism. Racism has nothing to do with how somebody feel about you or what they say.
Right, systematic.
It is, yes. Racism is when the freeway system was put into this country, the interstates. They all follow the same plot lines of black businesses and black bought homes.
Right.
That's racism. Calling you a nigga is bigotry.
You cooking on that one?
Or
Yeah, you
prejudice.
cooking on that one.
I agree. Yeah.
Right. That's a fact.
That's big facts. That's 100%.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Racism is not. There you go. Racism is not attitude. It is a team sport policy.
Right. Systematic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All true.
Did you notice?
It's when people use their prejudice or their bigotry as a systematic oppression to oppress another people. That's what racism is.
Almost.
Yeah, as weapons to disperse resources.
There you go.
Exactly. You have the authority to tell somebody where they can't live, and you won't lend them money, even if they fit the criteria to live in a particular area. That's racism.
That's
See,
racism.
racism consists of power. Bigotry is opinion based. Racism has power, if that makes sense.
That makes perfect sense.
Right,
It's the same thing Dr. Claude Anderson has been discussing for years.
Shout
and
out to Dr. Claude Anderson.
It's one of those things that niggas like to high hurdle. They love talking about reverse racism. No such thing. They love talking about how the police are racist. No such thing. They love talking about racism in some wounded.
Well, the police can be a part of a racist regime. That's absolutely. Police can be the enforcers of racism.
Absolutely.
The right hand of racism.
That doesn't make them racist. That makes them active, militia-laden bigots. They are active, armed bigots. They are the attack dog of the racists.
Of the racists, right?
Yeah, but they are. But even to your definition. But to your definition, though, that it would be racist, though, because I mean they're a part of the system.
System, right?
Like,
that's not true.
Wait, hold on, real quick. Hold on, Leonard. Let Uncle Jeff finish, and you can get in there. Go ahead. Uncle
That
Jeff.
is not true. Because my dog is vicious, does not mean that my dog is makes the policy of the objectives on who I get him to bite. My dog is just vicious. The police, watch the movies. When you watch a movie and you see a black tie affair, watch any Batman movie, any movie where the police are invited to a black tie affair, everybody got on tuxedos. What the police officer got on? His fucking uniform. Do you know why? Because he's a janitor. He is a janitor. His job has always been to protect and serve commerce and keep the unwashed from the rich. This is why the rich don't sweat the popo. They don't have to. The police are for you, not them.
Well, I got a question.
And hold on. You know how I know that's true? Because if you ever done an event and you hired the police for that event, you ain't got to worry about them. You hired them.
Right. The thing is this.
He talking the same thing. It's the same concept.
Yeah, see, I come from a Chicago police officer family, and they told me our job is to protect the property and the businesses.
That's
and that's it. It's not our job to fight crime.
No,
that's not in the rule book. It's not in the rule book. Crime fighting. The police are not for crime fighting. The police are set up to protect the property and the businesses in whatever area they patrol. You're not crime fighting.
That's why you can drive around in an apartment complex in Georgia. You can drive around with no license, no insurance in an apartment complex, and the police can't come in there and give you a ticket. But as soon as you step out on the street, public property, they will give you a ticket.
Yeah, if you can have a collision within an apartment complex, the police can't even give either driver a ticket.
Yep.
They say, let your insurance company work it out, because they are the military arm of the establishment to protect the interests and the property of the establishment.
Wait, so I had a question for the fellas. Would y'all agree that there are some groups of officers that are racist?
No.
Yes.
I'm only asking that because of
no, that's for sure.
I'm only asking that. I'm only asking that because of the situation that's going on in Mississippi. I don't know if y'all know about that.
I was just about to bring that up, Trucker. I was
What's going on? What part of Mississippi and what's going on?
the
Jackson,
people they're
Mississippi.
finding. I'm sorry. You go ahead. You go ahead.
Yeah, that's my home state. That so they had a police unit called Goon. It was like a gang of white boys, and they were torturing. They tortured 2 black men in Mississippi, and they also had like a gang of other infractions and police brutality type charges put on them. And they just now getting. I think the leader got 17 years, and I think they
Good.
sentencing the rest of them. There should be more,
Well,
but
it definitely should be more because
Could you, gentlemen?
Los Angeles, they already established that they had. But real quick, they already established that LA had gangs within the police department. So to your point, yes, police officers.
So and to
Absolutely
add to your point,
gentlemen.
Wait, hold on, y'all.
Hold on.
Hold on. Let Trucker finish real quick. Hold on. Let Trucker finish real quick, and then I'll let y'all get in there. Go ahead, Trucker.
And to add to that, one of the things that they was doing that I mentioned before is that the people was going missing. So when they finally decided to check where the hell is these people starting to go, they found the bodies and behind the building with numbers on them.
Talking about the prison?
And then,
in the prison?
No, at the facility. The police facility.
It was
at the jail.
It was behind.
It was behind the jail. Yeah, at the prison.
It
I
was
saw
behind
that.
there, and then people
It's
had
behind
to
the
pay.
jail. Yeah.
They had to literally pay them
to
come
exhume
get
the
their
bodies.
kids.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, "What?"
Yeah, I saw that. That's in Jackson. That was in Jackson.
Could anybody tell me which one of those Mississippi officers sits on either the Mississippi Chamber of Commerce, the Mississippi Senate, Mississippi mayors? Those are your racists. You don't know a racist police officer. Trucker, I give these words no power. If you should witness a truck driver pulled over and beat to death by 3 police officers, I submit to you that none of them are racist, because if they were racist, they wouldn't have their ass out there pulling over trucks. They are bigots. Pretty please with sugar on top, lose people. This fantasy we have, this romance we have with that ugly fucking word. Let's use it properly. It's about policy. The angry white motherfuckers that don't like you are ignorant, violent, murdering bigots. They're bigots. The police are dogs with guns. Stop calling them racists. They are not.
Well, I mean, if they're a part of the racist establishment, I'm going to call them racist.
No, you can't. You make a mistake when you do that.
The thing is this: if the act,
we part of the same system too. We just in a bad part of it, but we still part of that same system. That's why I agree when he said that just being part of that system doesn't make you in on the in crowd.
But we're not being
if
paid
the act
to enforce
itself is considered a racist act.
Yes.
Let me finish.
Let him finish. Hold on, y'all. Let Leonard finish, yo. One at a time, y'all. Please, brothers. Go ahead, Leonard.
Now, if the behavior of these few, like the Emmett Till people that did that to Emmett Till, if their actions under the color of law is considered to be a racist act due to the color of a person's skin, then yes, indeed, it is racist because it's documented their ass. Just like I told someone, I said, if I was to run down the street with a little bitty mini little ball bat, the ones they used to give kids at the baseball field, if I was to whack an Asian, I could be convicted of a hate crime. If I whack one of those LGBT dudes, that would be considered a crime against, the right? But if I run down and just hit a brother upside the head that's standing outside a gas station, that's just regular ass crime, ain't it?
But hold on, you proved their point though, because if you prove their point, because again, that's true. There are no hate crimes. There are no hate crimes against black men. So there you have it. You just proved their point.
Exactly.
You proved their point though. That's what I'm saying. So hold on, real quick. You proved their point. I'm talking about black men specifically. I'm not talking about black men a part of no other group. I'm talking about black men as a whole. There's no hate crime against deleted black men. There's not one. Hey, shout out to hold on real quick. Shout out to car concierge goon squad. Someone please mute if you're not talking. Everybody mute if you're not talking. Someone got feedback. It's horrible. Yo, shout out to let me put the tip in. 40 years they gave him. Okay. And also shout out to Amina. She said they are a tool that isn't hard to understand. Big Thomas said L Gibbet is I'm still in that. Okay, go ahead, family. What do you want to say?
What I said.
Hold on. It was Lou's turn.
Right.
Go ahead, Lou. And then Uncle Jeff. Go ahead, Lou. What were you saying?
No, to be honest, I think I don't know. I think it's gonna be a non-starter. So I'll just go ahead and give it to Leonard. It don't matter. Go ahead.
Well, it's Jeff. It's Jeff actually.
Or Jeff.
Can I go after Jeff?
Yeah. Go ahead, Jeff.
Fellas, I love you again. But what you just brought up was policy. The fact that there are no hate crimes that cover us is not emotion. That's policy made by racists. Racism again, and then I'm gonna let you have it. I'm gonna let you keep it. You can keep it. I'm gonna quit trying to drive this point home. The problem with the way you use racism is that true racists will always be able to fuck you over because you think you can vote your way out of this shit. Racism is about a group of people getting together behind closed doors to make policies that benefit people who look like them 100 years from now. That has nothing to do with beating your ass in a parking lot. Nothing. Bigots do that. It's the last time I'm saying it. If you need to draw some type of comparison to common people in racism, I'm going to let you without argument. I've said it. It's fact. It's fact before me. It's fact from people smarter than me. If you want to keep calling what regular white folks do racism, fine. But it's not.
Okay, go ahead and get in there.
Like I feel.
Wait, hold on. I think Juan, you asked to go next. Right?
I just want to, as a prime example of the difference between racism and bigotry, we can use the Emmett Till example again. The act that they had committed was malice bigotry, and the fact that they didn't get convicted for it was an example of racism.
Checkmate.
Thank you.
That's a bar. We could agree to that.
Cha-ching.
Okay.
I think we all
I
agree to that.
I see what Jeff is saying. So I'm gonna. It's really no point splitting hairs. I'm saying.
I've never heard it put better.
Yeah, but I want to say this is I need to really gain some understanding on what you meant. You said that there are no hate crimes. Black men are not protected under hate crime. Is that what you said?
I did say
that is true.
Tell me what hate crime black men are protected under. I'll in the United States of America. I'll listen.
Right now, it is the Matthew Shepard and James Byrd Hate Crimes Prevention Act that was made for black people in 2009.
Okay, when was this implemented ever? When has this been used? Was it used? Who was it used to protect?
Well, it's used to protect. I mean, black people still face the most hate crimes, but the thing is, though, is that like what happened in Buffalo, what happened in Florida. I mean, yeah, they ended up killing themselves, right? I mean, unaliving themselves. Yeah, deleting themselves, right? But I mean, it still was a hate crime. They would have faced
They would have. But when has it happened? That's why so when has it happened?
Are you saying when is somebody black? I mean, when has somebody
been
unalive a black person?
No, hold on, no. What I'm saying is, when has somebody been convicted due to a hate crime due on black men? When has that been? When has that happened?
Third act.
Huh?
What'd you say, Jeff?
What'd you say, Jeff?
I said to kind of add to Iz's question. Using this law you're discussing right now, could you tell us of a case where, since the law came out to include Dylan Roof, who has in fact, as a white man, to include what's his
Chauvin? Chauvin.
Yes. Would you please
Dagon,
tell me-
the dude, what's the dude name that did my man got the young brother Trayvon Martin.
Talking about Trayvon, George
What's
Zimmerman.
George Zimmerman, yeah, to include any of those.
Any of
Right.
them, could you please tell me the
Right.
names of the white men who, under the Byrd Act, have gone to prison for hate crimes against black people?
Okay, so let me look this up because I mean, you know, they're not gonna. I mean, we're gonna have to look through the whole database of this thing. So.
Yes,
Is
that's
Ahmaud
why
Arbery?
That's the point. That's the point.
I'm glad
No,
you.
because y'all no, because they're a police officer, right? So I mean, that's another situation.
That
right?
ain't never gonna happen, bro.
Did Ahmaud Arbery did they use that law against them against those people?
No,
I
they
think-
didn't
I
even
think
use
they
they. No, they didn't. They just
No,
they didn't classify it as a.
I'm-
Hold on, one mic. They didn't classify it as a hate crime. They just convicted those dudes of deletion. They didn't classify it as a hate crime.
Exactly. I'm in Georgia, and Brunswick is where it all happened. And in this state, there is no legislation on the books. There is now because of Ahmaud Arbery, but prior to that, there was no legislation on the books where you could convict somebody for deleting a black man and you're not black, and the crime was based on bigotry. If that makes sense.
Yo, shout out to B Love. Hold on, B Love. Hey, Noah, you should watch your mouth though, Noah. Even though I know you're not talking about me, you should watch your mouth though. Shout out to B Love. What's going on, B Love? Thank you for coming through. Appreciate you coming through and hanging out for a moment. She said, I love me some Candace Owens. I don't even know what y'all are talking about, but I saw the title anyway. Y'all have a great day. Yeah, we're talking about Candace Owens. Why? How you gonna come through and leave? But anyway, welcome. We appreciate you coming through. Noah Bell thinks y'all are grossly ignorant. To invoke the hate crime, you have to prove the intent of racism or hate. If you can't, then the perps could walk. Exactly. But I mean, I understand what you're saying, Noah, but you should stop being so offensive. Stop calling people ignorant. You know what I'm saying? Stop grossly ignorant at that. Good gracious.
Well,
How you gonna call somebody ignorant, but the person is dumb as fucking ignorant themselves?
Here's how.
Make it make sense.
Here's how. It feels so much better to be right and stank than it does to just be right. Okay? Because in a room full of us sitting around smoking weed and talking, you ain't finna call nobody grossly ignorant like that.
Of course.
But instead of just sharing what he has to say, you know what? I got laid off. That girl cheated on me. Whatever the fuck comes through his fingertips in this bullshit. Because he could have just as easily gave us that without the other part. Now, again, what really it's almost humorous to hear black people talk about laws and talk about how we have to research when apparently you're not familiar with the Dred Scott decision that has not been overturned to this date that says there are no laws on the books regarding a white man, that a black man rather, that a white man is bound to respect. That's in place.
I see you, Callie. You next.
It's in place. So this whole let's dance around what the laws are. Do you understand that you're trying to get your lawnmower to cut your fucking hair? This was not built for you. It was built by you and built on you.
Right.
It has to be destroyed.
You are the commodity. Hey, Callie Bev, go ahead and get in there. She had her hand raised. Go ahead, Callie Bev.
Okay, so from my understanding, the hate crime laws, where you get charged with the hate crime, for two things have to take place, right? You either have to be called a racial epithet or something like that during the commission of the crime, or they have to be able to prove or whatever that you were targeted because of your race. As long as those two things apply, from my understanding, then black men would fall up underneath that. I don't think there's nothing exclusionary about it saying, well, not for black people, you know what I'm saying, or not for black men.
But it's like every other thing, Callie Bev, in America. They don't have to necessarily state it and put it out in plain English for us to understand whether it applies to us or whether it doesn't apply to us, right? The mere fact that we've had such atrocities that have happened in America, time after time, and no one has ever been convicted of said crime, lets you know all that you need to know right there.
Yeah.
Well,
like,
they've been convicted of committing a crime.
No,
but
I'm
that's
talking
because
about
no. Hang on. They have been convicted of committing the crime, right? But that's because it was easier to get them charged with committing the crime than it was to try to prove that it was a hate crime. Because now you have to go into recordings and all that kind of stuff like that.
Okay,
you have to go into recordings and see if was he called a racial epithet during the commission of this crime and all that kind of stuff like that. So yeah, rather than doing all of that, I might just go ahead and convict you for the crime and get those years in, so you're still behind bars anyway, regardless of the fact of whether or not I want to try and prove that it was hate.
But there's a difference. That's what I'm saying. That's the point that I'm making. You're making my point. But what I'm saying is you understand that if you're convicted under that hate crime, that's a tremendous amount of more years or a tremendously stiffer punishment than if you're just regularly convicted of a crime. And so that's what I mean. That's why you don't have anybody convicted of the hate crime of black men. You just don't. You just don't. So it don't matter.
I see what you're saying.
What it's called? It's called manumission. What do they call it? Manumission. What's that word that Dr. Claude Anderson always used? Something manumission is basically a plausible deniability. It's basically, you know what I'm saying, the ignoring of the fact. So what there'll be laws or whatever, or there'll be something that says, okay, in a clandestine type of way, yeah, la 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 la. But at the same time, we understand that it's not for our benefit, nor does it benefit us, nor does anybody get to implement it when it comes to us, right? We already understand that.
But the way it's being talked about is it's as if you knock an Asian dude over the head, you're going to get charged with a hate crime, and that's not the case either.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
No, that's not the case, because
didn't someone just hold on.
You're not going to get charged with a hate crime. They have to prove that that they were targeted for their race, and or you called them a racial epithet during the commission of that said crime.
But hold on. But
so if I just want to go ahead and rob an Asian dude, I'm not going to automatically get charged with a hate crime because I robbed an Asian dude.
Okay, but on social media, that a little bit, Cali Bev. Is that Asian dude you robbed? That Asian dude you robbed is going to come to court with a very well-paid lawyer. Lawyers are not made to show the truth. Lawyers are made, or their job is to bend reality. They bend reality in the favor of whoever paid them the most. So to argue, for me to argue whether or not an Asian is going to get, whether or not I'm going to get charged with a hate crime for just beating up on an Asian and try to measure that with my own people, I don't know that I can put any weight on that argument, because this system that we're sitting in was not designed to keep Asian people as a permanent underclass. So I get what you're saying, and that sounds great on paper, but bumblebees don't fly on paper. We don't ever win when it gets off the paper. It's great what you're saying, but in actual practical application, in the practical application of things, the court system is about money. And if you don't have any, you're not going to get it your way. That's the realest, truest shit about this. And these laws that we keep do-si-doing about are about to not mean shit, because the system itself is collapsing under its own weight, and most of the conversations Black people have are the equivalent to arranging the deck chairs on the Titanic.
I got you, but hold on. I would like to disprove that. Well, hold on, real quick, Cali Bev, you were mistaken. So I like to let the record show that you were mistaken. Texas man sentenced on hate crime charges for attacking Asian family, and this was Thursday, August 4th, 2022. So I knew that I heard of that because they passed that law right before that, and then I knew that there was someone who's convicted of a hate crime against Asians in America, and that actually happened in 2022. Here's the story. If you'd like to see it, it's right here. and it actually happened.
Do y'all remember the thing? I don't know if y'all remember this. Do y'all remember the officers who was actually I don't want to misconstrue racist or bigot, who actually did something, deleted a black person, and then they got found out on the messages on Facebook. Do y'all remember that? Anybody remember that?
You talking about the girl? You talking about the girl that went in the brother's house and deleted him? The police officer?
No, it wasn't just that. It was a different situation. It was a very different situation. It wasn't just.
I don't remember that, but yeah. So there it is. So okay, so there it is. So that's not correct, Cali Bev. There actually has been in recent history a man who has been convicted of a hate crime against Asians in America. Okay, so we can no longer hide and say that that's not true.
Yeah, okay. You said it was Texas. It was a Texas dude. I'm gonna go look it up and look at the details of the case. 2022, you said? Okay.
The Justice Department, the Justice Department today announced that Jose Gomez III, 21 of Midland, Texas, was sentenced to 25 years in prison on hate crime charges for attacking an Asian family he believed was Chinese and therefore responsible for the COVID-19 pandemic. Gomez had previously pleaded guilty to 3 counts of committing a hate crime.
Yeah, that falls under the umbrella of a hate crime. What do you mean?
Hold on.
Kelly Bev is 100% right.
No, hold on. What I'm saying, fam, Ahmaud Arbery falls under the premise of a hate crime due to the bill, but they didn't get convicted of a hate crime. Daggone.
Were they calling him a nigga? Okay, during the commission of the crime.
Yes, allegedly they were.
Yes, but and they don't have those laws here in Georgia.
Again, you can't prove that. But that's number one. Number two. Daggone the dude, a Zimmerman that deleted daggone
but he
Trayvon.
But his case,
right?
His case was self-defense. His case was self-defense, though. So that's
it wasn't self-defense, though. It wasn't self-defense.
We know in reality it wasn't self-defense, but it was never proven that he was calling him a nigga during the commission of the crime. Nor was he targeted because of his race.
He absolutely was targeted. Wait. He absolutely
what
was
I'm saying
targeted.
is they have no proof that he was targeted because of his race. Therefore, they could not charge him with no hate crime.
And listen, this is what I'm saying, Cali Bev. They never have no proof when it comes to black men. They have no proof that Emmett Till was beat, brutalized, and do that because of his race. Were those people convicted? Murder, deletion doesn't have a statute of limitations. Did those people ever spend 1 day in jail for a hate crime? No.
Not
hate crime with hating when Emmett Till was no hate crime when Emmett Till was murdered. And you can't go back for a new law and then go ahead and recharge a dead person for a hate crime.
Hold on. There was not. First of all, in case you don't know, the woman had just died last year. That woman who falsely accused Emmett Till, may God rest his soul, just died last year. Second of all, those men that did that, they were still alive and they were not convicted of anything. Third of all, do you know the year that happened with Emmett Till? Do you understand that wasn't even 70 years ago?
Okay,
and also there's no statute of limitations on deleting someone.
No statute. But we're not talking about murder. We're talking about hate crime.
But that's what more of a hate. Hold on, time out.
I'll be back.
Hold on, time out. What more of a hate crime could you say than what happened to Emmett Till? Are you serious? No, that wasn't
there are different charges for different things, right?
Hold on.
It doesn't say hate deletion. Okay, it says hate crime.
Cali Bev, hold on real quick. But it was worse. That's what I'm saying. Deletion is the worst crime you can commit, right? Because deletion is one of the only crimes that there's no statute of limitations on. Andrew Taylor, no, it wasn't the 40s. It absolutely was not the 40s. Yo, Citizen Lou, you trying to come back?
1955.
Yeah, my bad. I had a phone call. I wanted to say this real quick. Cali Bev was on the money with the because the real name for the
Even
Asian
the
hate
dog
crime.
disagree.
So the Asian hate bill, the real name is COVID Hate Crime Prevention Act. So that the example you gave where he blamed that Asian person for COVID and he enacted violence on them, that falls directly under that act. Right now, your point though is you're 100%. I got to y'all. We really saying the same thing because what you're saying is, from my understanding, is that it doesn't get enforced enough, right? And then what Cali Bev is saying,
No, I'm saying it doesn't get enforced when it comes to black men at all. It doesn't get enforced when it comes to black men at all.
Right, and then what Cali Bev is saying is that what the problem is, they don't enforce enough because it's harder to prove a hate crime if they're not yelling racial slurs at you, or they have like a bunch of evidence that they like some neo Nazi or something like Yahtzee or something like that. You know what I mean? So we kind of saying the same thing because you're not wrong. And when you brought up Emmett Till, you're right. They went to trial and was acquitted.
Right.
I mean, you're right, and then so. It's not that many people that actually fall under protection of the Hate Crime Act because, like Cali Bev said, it's harder to prove, and it's better to just lock them up instead of
for the actual crime.
And you don't wait. Hold on.
So we all
Noah Bell. That's not Noah Bell. But there's been things that happened after that to black men that was way worse than that, and the people didn't get convicted of a hate crime. So yo, the truth of the matter is, yes, you absolutely. They never went to court for it. So if they meaning they never was charged for it, right? And went to court, right? So at the same time, they can go back. If you never was charged for something, you can go back and you can convict the people of the crime, and it would classify whatever the laws are on the books right now is what they would be charged under. It would not be the laws from when they did it. It would be the laws on the books right now when they got charged.
Bill Cosby.
Say that again.
Explain Bill Cosby. Explain Harvey Weinstein.
Exactly.
And here's
those crimes are not murder.
Yo,
no. Hold on. Time out. Let him. Hold on, y'all. One mic. Let him finish. Let him finish what he said. No, but obviously, what he's saying is that, and I'm gonna let him finish. What he's saying that the laws that they got convicted over were laws that were not enforced or not on the books when they did the alleged crime. These laws came back way later, and they came to bite them 40 years and 30 years later. Go ahead, Uncle Jeff.
Okay. Here's my only problem with love, Cali Bev. It always interests me when it comes down to the semantics of law, how black people throw on a referee jersey. These laws, regardless to whether you are right or wrong, do not apply to you and those you love, Cali Bev. That's what I'm saying. You are absolutely right. You are 100. Let's pretend you're 130% right, and we are dead ass wrong. So what? So what? Why should we be, as black people, discussing the merits of hate crime when the word picnic was brought about with your physical punishment by this system in place? There's not a law that's going to be written that is going to help you. Not one. This system is working perfectly until it fails. It was never meant for you to have any equality, ever. Not in the 60s when Dr. King fought it. Not now, not with Obama, ever. And unless you wrap your brain around the fact that you are on a sinking ship that is nothing new, every fiat currency has died. Every paper money has died. It is this empire's turn. And your focus on how they make laws is a waste of time. It is. These laws do not apply to you. Do you know why the laws don't mean much to Asians? Because they got their money right. They're the lowest group of voters and the lowest group in prison. This niggas talking about laws has always tickled me. The Dred Scott decision is not overturned. Who doesn't understand that? It says that there is no law on the books that when it comes to a black man, a white man is bound to respect. Ladies and gentlemen, as as ironclad as murder, as ironclad as red rum, as ironclad as gravity is the Dred Scott decision not overturned. What do our black asses not understand about that? I yield the floor.
Okay, so I want to say this real quick. So, I mean, y'all brought up the Ahmaud Arbery, the two dudes. Well, they got life in prison. So I don't know what more they could have added. I don't know what more they could have added on to it. They got life in prison. I mean, it's
They
a wrap.
could have labeled it a hate crime, though. They could have labeled it
But
a hate crime so that there would have been. Hold on, you asked. Listen, they could have labeled it a hate crime, so it would have been a precedented case on the books. That's what more they could have did.
But I'm saying, but the president is they gave him 2 life sentences, and I mean the president is there. You better not chase black people in neighborhoods, unlawfully kidnapping, stuff like that, and execution.
The fact that they won't even see, that's like when you hear people say, "Well, she's not a hoe, but she really is a hoe." Like people won't call that person a hoe. That's what this is sounding like. Yo, if the person did the crime, call it what it is. If it's a hate crime, it should be announced as a hate crime. Instead of trying to, oh, well, I'm not going to do that because I don't want people to get in their feelings. Fuck that. You chase the man down the street.
Nobody said that, bro.
No, but I'm not saying you said that. I'm talking about society. That's what, no, you shouldn't call it a hate crime. Yada, yada, yada. Yo, we watched that man run down the street, getting chased down the street, the whole 9 yards. That was a hate crime. Never got accused for it. Never even brought it up. And you know that, and it's not just, there's so many different situations that actually earned that name. It never comes out. All you hear is, oh, well, they racist. Call it what it is.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, for one, in the Emmett Till situation, the woman was not the one who killed him. If anything, she would be assessed.
Delete it. Respect my platform.
I apologize. I'm just used to saying the first word. My bad. Delete it. She did not delete him. So if anything, she will be accessory to it.
Hold on. Omega Magic, wave in the back so I know it's you, man. I'll let you come up. All right, go ahead, man. What's up, Omega Magic? Go ahead, fam.
Yeah, she was just an accessory, so so she couldn't be charged with the actual crime. Another thing, laws are nothing but manipulation of language. You see what I'm saying? So even though they didn't consider it to be a hate crime, and they were sentenced to life sentences, that's to Cali points. To Cali point. Sorry, they didn't have to go further to show that it was a hate crime because they already had them on the count of murder. And a lot of lawyers and a lot of systems, they will just go for the conviction. They don't care what kind of conviction it is. They just want the conviction that's going to get them to win. So I'm not saying like they didn't deserve it. They definitely deserved it because you can't do vigilantism in Georgia. And the defense they had was it was a citizen's arrest. Well, when I did security, they told me you can't do a citizen's arrest unless you see a felony being committed. And there was no felony being committed because he was looking at a freshly built house.
Okay,
so that goes to that. That's why they was able to get them on that and not just let them get 10, 15 years for manslaughter.
I got you, but you're missing the whole point. But your statement is missing the whole point. It's really minimizing the point and minimizing our life period, right? Yo, but I looked it up and it said you can be charged at any time before the statute of limitations, if any, for the crime expires. So what that means is that from what I see, and maybe it changes from state to state. I will be fair and say that's possible. What's up, my man? Ron Mack is in the building. Maybe it changes from state to state. Ron Mack? What's good? But I will say this: it says that at any time you can be convicted of a crime. You know what I'm saying? And whatever the laws are at the time that you are convicted is the laws that you'll be convicted under. But let me say this. The point that I'm making is that, without them naming it a hate crime, it devalues the life of black men. And that's the point that we're making. They never call it a hate crime, no matter what it is, when it comes to a black man, because the whole point is, like Uncle Jeff says, and like my man Dr. Claude Anderson has pointed out, this system is built on our backs. We are the labor. We are the labor system. We are the people that built it. It was built off our backs. It was built on us. So we are not considered as valuable as the next person. The system does not consider us as valuable as the next person. So we have to identify that. We have to realize that, and we have to understand that. And the system has to be changed in order for things to change. So
I would agree if they didn't give him 2 life sentences. Like any other day, I see what you're saying, but I mean they definitely laid the hammer.
So if they gave him all that time, so let me ask you this, Lou, and real quick, let me ask you this, Lou. If they gave him all that time, why wouldn't they put hate crime on it? What would be the reason why they wouldn't put hate crime?
Because like what Kelly Bev was saying, it's harder to prove a hate crime because you got to say like if they had. I agree with you. I think it was a hate crime, but it is. That's
the point. No, but it's not. But they gave him all that time because
the way you're putting it.
Hold on.
But the way you're putting it is if like you're saying we're devalued, but
hold on.
The district attorney put the book on their head.
But the book on their head without the title of hate crime doesn't mean as much. That's why they have a bill called. That's why they have a law called
they never get out of jail. They never get out of jail.
Look, think about this, and I really want you to think about this.
You're missing the point.
Kobe Bryant, just a quick example. Kobe Bryant, or whatever his situation was going, he went to court. He was found innocent. Even after his own death, they literally brought up that charge.
Bro, what does it have to do with hate crimes?
He's talking about the label that they put on you, and the stigmatism behind the label is what he's talking about.
Every time,
are we talking about like a random person on TikTok that was in their life, or even a random person that's in their life?
A random person. Every time a black man is accused of something, what do? What's the first thing they do?
They make him out to be the perpetrator some type of way. Some type of way that man was the perpetrator. He did something to deserve whatever he got.
Okay.
Even if if he wasn't convicted of a crime, they still put that label on him like he was.
Exactly.
Like he actually did.
That is society. That is society. That is not. That's what Calabell said. That is society calling that person. Like if those 2 guys that are in jail right now, people in society can say that they committed a hate crime.
It's the system, but the point is, it's the system, and whatever the system puts on people, the masses generally follow what the system says. That's the point.
Look at the John Major situation. Even look at the John Major situation right now.
Point. To Truckier's example, he used the example of Kobe Bryant going to court, and then they calling him something after he was the charges were dismissed.
Because he was charged with that charge, is what Chuck Riel is saying. He was charged with rape.
Right. And he was, but the charges were dismissed, and then society used that label over him.
Because the system put that label on him. You missed the point.
The system did not.
No,
they did not.
Yes, hold on. You're wrong. You're absolutely wrong, Juan.
I'm not wrong, bro.
Yo, hold on, fam. You are absolutely wrong.
I am not.
Hold on, let me finish. The system put the label on him as a rapist, and they charged him.
No, they did not.
Hold on, stop it. Yes, they did, because they charged him as that. That's what I'm saying. They're not charging. Hold on.
Charge and conviction are 2 different things.
That's the point. You're missing it. That's the point. You're arguing a moot point, and it's really ridiculous. Hold on. It's gonna be a little while, Uncle Jeff. Hold on for a second. All right. Because 2 other people came in. Okay. This is the point. They do not label, even if they gave those 2 white men 100 years, they didn't charge them with a hate crime, because guess what? If you charge them with a hate crime, it would make a difference in the perception of the people. The same way that they do not humanize black men in most movies, because it will make a change in the perception of the masses. This is what we're saying. It's about the label that the system puts on the people that makes a difference in the perception of the minds of the people.
Right, and also they brought up the case. They brought up his case after he passed, and that wasn't just on no TikTok, no social media, no. It was on TV,
which is social media. Look,
I
get my rebuttal. This is my rebuttal. Again, he brought up the point that Kobe Bryant was being labeled that after the case had been dismissed. That is a societal decision. That was not a jurisdictional system. I mean,
charge was judicial.
But because of the system, that's what he's saying, man.
Can I finish?
Okay.
This is the thing I'm saying. It's the same thing with them being charged for murder and black people considering that a hate crime. Just because it didn't fall under the Hate Crime Act, does not mean that it was not a hate crime. The same way that he's brought up the fact that Kobe Bryant was charged for something, but he was not convicted of it. Therefore, the court cannot make him be labeled that.
Yo,
but the society.
Hold on, stop, bro. What are you talking about? Why don't you understand? Yo, bro.
Let me know,
Hold on. I got you, Uncle Jeff. I don't understand. I'm gonna let you get in there. I gotta let the brother get in there too. Omega Magic. He just came in. So what? And then I'll let you get it, Uncle Jeff. I just don't understand. How come you don't understand if you was charged with rape and then you was not convicted, that the fact that you was charged with rape is going to follow you the rest of your life, no matter if you was convicted or not. The same way that if you're charged with a hate crime, the fact that you're charged with a hate crime, whether you're convicted or not, will follow you the rest of your life, and it will change in the perception of the people, the public's perception. And that's what I'm saying. Go ahead, Omega Magic, and then I'm gonna let Uncle Jeff get in there, and then I'm gonna open it up real quick because I gotta get ready. Go ahead.
Okay, a prime example to piggyback off of what he's saying. Look at anybody that has ever been accused or being a P word.
Exactly.
Right? You know, even if that P word was found to be not guilty, he could go on Steve Wilkos, pass his test, do everything in the world to fight to prove his innocence that he did not do it. Guess what? The stigma will always be on him. You know, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like some crimes in this country is like a skunk effect. You know, like once it hits you, no matter what you do to try to disprove yourself, you're gonna be found. You're still based upon you're still gonna be people are still going to be iffy about you because of that skunk stench that was been bestowed upon you. You know what I'm saying? Now,
that's a good point. Go ahead, family. Did you have something else?
Even by me, because I'm a father too. But yeah.
But that's a good point. Go ahead. Okay, shout out to you. That's a good point. Yo, Uncle Jeff, go ahead. What did you want to say, brother?
To Brother Juan, you're right. You're right. There is a court of law and a court of public opinion. The problem in your reasoning is that you can't make it to guilty in the court of opinion without even being accused in a court of law. So while you are absolutely right that it's a social decision, there are hundreds, if not thousands, if not millions of perpetrators who do not face the court of a public opinion because they don't face a court of law. So to separate it that way is where you get the pushback from. Now, what I really don't understand again is this dancing around of semantics as if you haven't seen the movie 13th. Has everybody here seen that movie?
Oh, we seen it.
Okay,
no, I didn't see it.
I haven't.
I haven't seen it.
No, I actually read the book.
Okay.
I have narcolepsy, so yeah, I have
We're getting stuck in the mud. This is I don't understand this panel. If you understand that there were laws made against you standing in the sun, there were laws made against you reading in the same system that in many places have not overturned those laws, then how
do you find the brain space to argue the merits of a hate crime?
No, I'm not.
It perfectly.
Oh,
When Kobe Bryant got accused of what he was supposed to have done with that girl, when Kobe Bryant's real crimes were two: infidelity and arrogance. He was arrogant. He wasn't nice to that girl after he did what he did with her, not to her, with her. He was not nice. He was the cool Kobe we know. On the way out, send me some towels back up. And no, I'm not signing that for your cousin. That's who Kobe was, and that's why he stood trial. That's why.
I mean, you using the Kobe argument is kind of odd. I mean, because like
pick somebody.
He didn't lose.
Michael Jackson.
He signed a contract with the Lakers after that.
O.J. Simpson.
He didn't
Chris
lose
Brown. Wait, hold on. You're mistaken. You're a young boy. You're younger than us. Yes, he did lose.
No, I was there.
Wait, Kobe Bryant lost a lot at first. When that allegations first came out. What do you mean? He did later get the contract and get some stuff, but a lot of his endorsements left him alone after he got accused of that. What are you talking about, bro? Kobe Bryant was the first person to face that kind of scrutiny.
I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say he bound. My bad. That's not what I meant to say. But what you were saying though, Jeff. I mean, I'm not. I mean, it's not. I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess we're just going to disagree on this because
I don't understand what we're disagreeing about.
No, because that's what I'm saying. I agree with you on the 13th, on the system, how all that prison lay. I 300% agree with you. I was just saying, hell, them niggas in jail. I mean, they serving
exactly.
I'm
and that's the problem, brother.
No. I'm sorry. Hold on. Wait.
Bars is good enough for you.
No, I'm talking about
bars is good enough for you. For me,
I'm talking about them two white boys that killed.
I'm talking about
my bad. Sorry, unalived. I'm sorry.
I'm talking about the same white boys you're talking about.
Let him finish, Uncle Jeff. Though.
Yeah, I promise I'm gonna finish. I'm not gonna hold the mic too long. All I'm saying is that's only my point of contention with is that I would agree if they did not get severe punishment. I'm with you on everything else, right? Like, it's not enforced enough. They're not trying hard enough to enforce hate crime acts. You see what I'm saying? But in this situation with Ahmaud Arbery, I just disagree. That's all I'm saying.
Here's where we part company. I don't think here's what should happen in my opinion. When something happens to us outside of our race, if we were really together, when them white boys went to prison, the leaders of the gang in that prison would be given, look here, we're gonna put $50,000 on whoever's commissary. Whoever take care of this white boy in there ain't gonna never have to worry about honey buns.
We got you on that, Uncle Jeff.
And that come from us. We should have called for the extermination of Derek Chauvin as a people. I wrote a letter.
But he did. They got at him real crazy.
They got at him real crazy. You didn't hear about he's doing 15 years. But
no, we're not talking about I'm not talking about. Hold on. I'm not talking about the jail time. I'm talking about somebody shanked him all the way up in there.
Oh, I remember that.
They was trying to get him up out of there for real.
It was a white dude that shanked him, wasn't it? It wasn't nobody black.
I don't know.
Yeah, but he's talking about the legal system should have got him, not like the people in jail.
No, he's not. Hold on.
No, that's not what Jeff is saying.
That's not what Jeff is talking about. Hold on. They definitely.
I was trying to talk about what I was talking about.
Yeah, hold on.
Go ahead, man. I'm sorry to speak out for you. I ain't your dad.
No, wait. Free kills.
Oh, I got you. I was just trying to. My point is this: is that to kill one of us in public and it's okay, and we don't take care of that is the problem. Trayvon's daddy is who did us the biggest disservice. He allows a man to walk around and kill his son, that exterminated his son. No, delete is what I do with a computer.
I got you. But I got you, but we can't. I got you.
Eradicate, exterminate. Okay, somebody exterminated his son. There's proof of it, and he know where that dude stay. The Florida gangsters did us the disservice because nobody said, here's a bag full of $100 bills. It belongs to who brings me his head.
I got you, Uncle Jeff, but
that's the problem. And that problem, I'll say this and I'll land the plane. That problem has to do with the fact that we don't love each other enough yet.
But if we loved each other, Jeff, we wouldn't have to pay somebody to do it. That we just did it.
I think you missed the word. I think you missed my modifier. I said enough.
Enough.
Oh, I would. I got you.
Hold on, let me speak to the people. What's up, Gaia? What's going on, Gaia? Shout out to my man Stanley D. Rock the Block. He had to go. Shout out to Jeff Short. It was 1955. Shout out to you. Shout out to Yvette Marie. What's up, sis? What's up, Silk the Shocker? If you got home court advantage, do the referees play to the opponent advantage? Nope. Shout out to Andrew Taylor. Yep. Shout out to my man Stan Autry in the building. What's up, and Stan Autry? Shout out to John Hall. What's going on? Greetings, everyone. Here be recommendation from the Angry Man. Shout out to the Angry Man, and shout out to you, John Hall. Welcome. I hope that you find the conversation intellectually stimulating and thought-provoking. All right, my man Stan Autry. Jay Jermaine said it cost Kobe at least 2 MVPs. Colorado. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. All right, Lou, man, appreciate you coming through, Lou. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for coming through and chopping it up with us. Yo, I gotta get ready to go too. Gotta pick up my son. Let me wait, hold on. I'm gonna give y'all like 2 minutes apiece to say what y'all want to say to get in there. D-Rock, you the block, you there? All right, I'm gonna give y'all 2 minutes to say what y'all gotta say. Starting with my man Ron Mack. Go ahead, Ron Mack.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. For one, I don't know who Ratchet City is. Talking about free Kels. I don't know what Kels they talking about, but no, we're not doing that. But fellas, I think y'all pretty much saying kind of like the same thing. I just don't think they all everybody's able to kind of relay that message the exact same. No, we not freeing R. Kelly, Ratchet City. No, that's crazy talk.
What?
That's all I gotta say. No, that's crazy talk. Chill. All right.
What say you? What say you, Omega Magic? What's good, man? What say you? Got 2 minutes, family.
Man, I agree. Don't free R. Kelly, okay? You know, we got enough problems in the black community that are free that we got to deal with. We don't need an extra one, okay? I get it. He made a TP3 Reloaded, but hell, that ain't enough to free him. So, I don't know, man. Damn, I came in late. I wish I could be here earlier because that way I could really discuss Candace Owens. If you don't mind, if you don't mind me asking, can I continue this conversation on my channel just to talk this because I really want to be in this conversation.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't have a monopoly on the conversation. Yeah, you could use, as long as you don't try to distort, as long as you don't distort or rearrange anything that I've said or anything that anybody on my panel said. Yeah, you're more than welcome. More than welcome. Go ahead, fam. I may do a part 2 tomorrow because this is a dope discussion and we didn't get to get as much into Candace. I was like, but yes, you can, Omega, no problem, man. Shout out to you.
I'll link it in the private chat, my channel, and I'll probably set up a stream and hopefully you guys will come and I'm gonna have this conversation.
Yeah, are you subbed? Okay. Are you subbed here, man? Make sure you sub.
I am now. So
I appreciate it. Yeah, make sure you sub in and man, yeah, go ahead and add me. I got a few things to do with my son, but if as soon as I can, I'll definitely chime in or whatever. Okay. And if I can't, I'll still show you support. Yo, y'all put my man Omega Magic's stream, his channel in the chat. Check him out. All right, what say you? What say you, Little Roy? You got 2 minutes on the mic. What say you, brother?
Okay. What I say, I'm gonna revert back to what I was talking about militarily. If people start looking up the statistics and see, because black folks always talking about black folk being frontline soldiers, that's not remotely true. If you look at the statistics and look at the soldiers that are infantry that are getting all that good war training and everything, it ain't black Americans, okay? It's not. And I can say that based on my experience being infantry. I can remember damn near every person that I was stationed with that was black, last name, and what they look like. And it wasn't a whole lot of bunch of folk either. So they come to 11 Bravo, 12 Bravo, all that, 12 series.
I think you remember all the soldiers from 1920? Damn.
No, wait, hold on.
I remember all of them from 1920. We got jokes.
Hold on, let him finish.
Yeah. I mean, hell. The ones the bestie are from doggone February 1987. We clicked, and my firstborn son, I named him after him. Wow. Dig that. Dig that.
All right.
See, so when it comes to, and I'm gonna land the plane right here. Whop. It comes to the United States military infantry. You are not gonna see a whole lot of blacks. You're gonna see blacks in the computer fields and quartermaster and everything else other than ground pounding out there in them doggone woods, front line doing anything. That's the Army of today and the Marines of today. Blacks are in specialty positions.
I got you, man. Hey,
not that Rambo shit.
Hey, it's over 2 minutes, brother. I appreciate
I'm
you.
sorry.
I appreciate you talking. Thank you. I gotta give somebody else the mic. Hey, shout out to my man Juan. What's up with you, Juan Solo? What's in 2 minutes? What'd you like to say, brother?
Hey, what's up, y'all? I appreciate you, allowing me to come up here on your panel like you always do, bro. You know I rock with you, bro.
Always, same here.
Most def. My whole thing is this: every country out here has people that are oppressed by their government. I'm not trying to diminish the plight that Black Americans have here in America. I'm just saying it on a global scale. There's a lot of places that are under oppression, even to this day. In China right now, they're a slave. They call them Uyghurs. That's not a bad word. That's an actual people, and they are in slave camps right now in China. So it is always going to be oppression. When it comes back to the Candace Owens thing, if you have a problem with what she said without doing any type of research or looking into it, then that's something that you have to deal with yourself. Even if I don't agree with, like we've had conversations on here, I didn't agree with everything. I can go back and look at it, and if what y'all said was true, then I can admit that I was wrong about that. Just like when you corrected me about the George Bush situation. I think the problem is when it comes to discussions of politics and things like that, people have a need to feel like they're right without actually coming to the table to actually have a conversation to gain understanding of why people say that or why they say things. So all I say to the guys on the panel and anybody listening, man, just keep doing your research, have these discussions, but try to keep as much of your emotions. I know it's difficult because I have a problem with it too. Try to keep most of your emotions out of the conversation and try to gain understanding. And appreciate you again, Is.
Hey, fair. Appreciate you too, Juan. Hey, what say you, D-Rock? You there? Yo, my man Trucker, yeah. What say you, brother? What say you, my good brother Trucker? Yeah. 2 minutes, brother.
I'm here. Damn, man. Hopefully it's a part 2. Omega, I will be checking out your joint.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a part 2 tomorrow, if not later today, but it'll probably be tomorrow.
Yeah, it really is a good conversation, though. Glad to hear iron sharpen irons.
All right, I bet I'll make it a 1.5. How about that? Then you do part 2. I'm just playing.
Nah, you good. Yeah, I'm gonna drop everybody else down. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for coming through, Leonard. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for coming through, my man, Ron Mack, Trucker. So yeah, we definitely will. I appreciate you, Trucker. Salute, brother. I'm gonna holler at you later. Uncle Jeff, go ahead. 2 minutes, brother. My good brother, Uncle Jeff. 2 minutes, brother.
Thank you, man. And I'm gonna put it all in here. Okay. To my man Juan's quote, I'm not trying to diminish the Black American plight. Well, whenever you bring up, did I just drop out?
No, you're good.
No. Okay. Whenever you bring up the plight of anyone else, that's exactly what you're doing. Because when Armenians have an issue, they don't bring up everybody else. When the Koreans, or the Japanese, or insert your group of people who got their feces collected here has a problem, they don't bring up other people's problems. The only people who bring up everybody is us and the people who plan not to do a goddamn thing for us. We have particular specific issues that are not to be compared to any other human being, because in the recorded history of human beings, nothing like this has ever happened to anyone, and I don't give a fiddler's fuck if it has. When it comes to Black people in this country, let's understand with conversation that it is possible to be passionate and objective. That's why I come here, because we're passionate and objective. I don't come here to just chit chat and make it nice and easy and soft. Who the fuck wants that? That's boring. We was at each other's throats a couple of weeks ago. You know I love you, but that pink hat is some bullshit. Now
it's fly.
I'll say this, and I will land the plane. That unless and until you wrap your brain around the fact that you're making arguments that were wonderful in 1988, that right now we are in an existential global crisis, and you are going to need the people who look like you, that get down like you, because that's the only way you're going to survive. And I know it sounds a fatalist, and well, I guess it's because I'm watching the goddamn news. Maybe it's because I'm paying attention to some shit. But we have got to stop arguing the semantics of laws that were made to oppress us.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, Uncle Jeff. Salute to you, man. You know I love you too. Much love. I'm going to holler at you later, Uncle Jeff. Dope discussion, man. Peace, peace. Yo, shout out to my man, iZZY Water. It's his birthday, man.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Yo, shout out to my homie, iZZY Water. I don't know what they were singing about that all the look stuff, but yo, shout out to my man, iZZY Water. I pray that you have a wonderful birthday, brother. A wonderful, wonderful birthday. I wish you would have given us more notice, man. We appreciate you. We rock with you, man. And we really, really appreciate you spending the time with us. Salute to you. I pray that you have a wonderful birthday and many, many more happy, healthy, prosperous days and years, man. Salute, salute, salute. Hey, thank you to everybody who contributed to the show, man. My man done dropped some bread on us on his birthday, man. That's a real one right there. We've had other people like Yvette Marie do the same thing. Apple and Jay do the same thing. So I appreciate y'all, man. That's love right there. Thank y'all for blessing me on your day, man. I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I pray that God multiply your seed times 1,000 back to you. You know what I'm saying? And many, many more. Shout out to my man, Jay Jermaine. Shout out to my man, JD1975, that helped us open up the panel. Shout out to Jay Stevens, to James Moore, to my man, iZZY Water, to KP, to Apple and Jay, to Stanley D. Rock the Block, and JD1975. Thank you. Yo, shout out to Scrap Skrilla the Rilla for becoming the new member. Stan Mansa, James Moore, and Monk Luigi, man. I appreciate y'all. And thank you to everybody that hit the panel today. Man, I don't want to miss anybody. I don't want to not say your name. So let me say a thank you to all of y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for the dope discussion. And hopefully y'all could join us tomorrow, man. Go check out my man Omega Magic. He's gonna do a part 1.5, and I'm gonna do the part 2 tomorrow, God willing. Love. Y'all be easy, and y'all have a great day. I'm out, man. Hopefully we'll do this conversation for a part 2, a dope part 2 tomorrow, and it will be a panel show from the beginning. I'm gonna say my little words, and we'll open it up from the beginning, man. Peace, love, and y'all be easy, man. Salute.
Yo, I'm out, cuz. These conditions are weighing heavy on my mind, man. I need a break from it. Got my bags packed, got my itinerary, I'm gone. I finally had a good dream till shots woke me out of my sleep. In case you're wondering exactly what provoked me to leave, That was the last straw, cause I ain't sleep well for years. Paranoid, heat hell for years. So I gotta move on from this poverty-stricken maze. Rats in the cage, killed for cheese that's strategically placed. Crack holes with dope fiends, keep polluting their veins. And my mind is telling me that I'm a part of the blame. How can I proudly wear a chain with shame attached to it? No, I can't take it off. I'm attached to it like the girl's pain. I'm like, when did I get that foolish? That question crossed my mind as I watched the ass moving for a piece of change. Till it's back to the block, my Glock rattling shook. Niggas, I crack them apart. I took vengeance till it blackened my heart. Knowing vengeance is yours, Lord, so please take me out of the dark. So baby, I'm gone, you know that I'ma always love my hood. And I'll never be gone for good, but I gotta leave here. It smothers me and I can't breathe here. Just need a little time with some clean air. So baby, I'm gone, you know that I'ma always love my hood. And I'll never be gone for good, but I gotta leave here. It smothers me and I can't breathe here. Just need a little time with some clean air. So baby, I seen kids clip while on a little trip to the store. Who would think a trip for eggs would be a trip to the mall? Crawl on memorials are covering the bricks on the wall. This is common when you're living with conditions of poor. With poor liquor, let it spill on the floor. The more niggas we lost, I'm gone niggas. You're never gonna see me no more. I love you dearly, but the hood is like a lost effort. Nobody cared before, drastic got your goal measures. So I'm leaving forever to find a life a little more better than yours. I can't stick around to witness how far that we fall. I stood on corner, spring, summer, and fall. Winter position in the semi, of course. Any liqueur send me. I'm on a quest for more millies in my repertoire. Forgive me, but I gotta take off. I'm sick and not going from niggas to gods. Really the hood's in me, but baby, I'm gone. So baby, I'm gone. You know that I'ma always love my hood. And I'll never be gone for good, but I gotta leave here. It smothers me and I can't breathe here. Just need a little time with some clean air. So baby, I'm gone. You know that I'ma always love my hood. And I'll never be gone for good, but I gotta leave here. It smothers me and I can't breathe here. Just need a little time with some clean air. So baby, forget my vent and can't abandon my home. Though I'm impatient with our situation, I won't leave you standing alone. Stand on my shoulders if you need me, I can carry the globe. Overdoses in the hood, fiends slamming they arms. Some of us made it out the hood, good at slamming the ball. Others stand in front of cams and perform for all y'all who chose abandoning laws to make it. I wore the same shoes on the corner slinging the day shift. So I'm back, needed a vacation from the monotony of poverty blocks. I hate it, so I'm riding for my G's who play the bench on the daily spit flames until the yellow tape layers the fence. When the boys come, we don't run, we wait for them and say it's the fence. Till we're finally arraigned and we're pinched, hanged and lynched with razor blades, marking down the days on the wall. But if the bell comes, baby, I'm gone. So baby, I'm gone. You know that I'ma always love my hood, and I'll never be gone for good, but I gotta leave here. It smothers me and I can't breathe.